Guys, welcome to the Allegedly, Possibly, Maybe podcast. Guys, welcome to episode 2. Guys, 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 guys. APMA. That's right, I've changed it. It's no longer going to be guys. We're going to go for APMA. Some people have been saying in the comments, what the fuck does the A stand for? Because obviously it's the Allegedly, Possibly, Maybe podcast. Well, for those people out there that don't know, the A is army. APMA is you. You are APMA. So when we say up the APMA... We're literally saying up you. So like I say, you guys brought us all together to start a podcast. And the discussion was, what are we going to do with it? And I said, I do actually have a concept for a podcast, Allegedly, Possibly, Maybe, which is part of my brand. Basically, I just say unprecedented shit in my videos and then hope that Allegedly, Possibly, Maybe covers me should there be a lawsuit. Yeah. And so we thought we'd kind of base an entire podcast around that. But the beauty of Allegedly, Possibly, Maybe is that it's just open to any kind of discussion, any kind of topic. Obviously if you're a follower of me, you'll probably be expecting conspiracies and stuff, which of course we'll throw into the mix from time to time. But ultimately, I think the attitude that I kind of want to portray on this podcast personally is just in the nicest way possible. It's just 4 guys chatting shit for a bit. Is basically I think what we're going to go for.
That is the entirety of the whole thing.
Yeah, that is the concept. Shall we just quickly address the error in the room,
the elephant,
and how it came to be? So basically, Jimmy, do you want to take this one?
Yeah. So obviously, I got someone to sort out all the designing for the logos and stuff for the brand pack for the APMA.
Yeah.
And just none of us really did a spell check.
Mate,
none of us.
And we all looked at it.
I looked at that brand pack because I was like, oh my God, some of the things in there are absolutely class. We're going to be able to produce some sick shit.
I think the artwork and stuff was so good that we just completely looked past.
100%.
And also, we've proven that we're just not up there with our spelling.
Basically... we spelled allegedly wrong.
Yeah.
Which in a podcast called Allegedly, Possibly, Maybe, it's quite key for the audio listeners. Basically, we spelled it ALLEDGEDLY, but it should have been ALLEGEDLY. And that probably isn't a big issue, especially for, like I say, the audio listeners. But people watching on YouTube, it's a fuck off massive sign.
Yeah.
2 of them, to be precise.
The thing is, it looks right.
I know, that's the thing.
Yeah.
The only way I noticed was I was because we were gonna drop a little bit of like a shirt and stuff, and I had the shirt picture on my tweet, and I was just typing it out, and as I was typing out the word, I was like, I swear there's not a D there. And then I googled it, and my heart sank. So I was like, we've just finished the studio. And there's a glaring error, but we're owning it. So fuck
we're going to own it.
Yeah, we might get a Sharpie and stick a cross through it.
Yeah, I think just leave it up.
Double check the website.
Yeah, that's it. Let it be a lesson to you. Do you know what I mean? Everyone makes mistakes. I didn't know whether to address it or not, but I feel like we kind of have to, because for a start, this podcast would have probably been brought to you a few months back had it not been for coronavirus.
Dun, dun, dun.
What's that?
First of all, is there anyone in the room that doesn't think it actually exists? I think we better just get that out of the way straight away. Have we got any virus deniers?
Any non-believers?
Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
Of the content that you believe exists. Sort of like,
Slightly different.
yeah, it's
many fans.
Yeah,
I'm pro-COVID.
Yeah, no.
I don't think. Yeah, I think it.
I
does
did
exist.
prefer SARS, to be fair, when that came out.
Ebola had more of a kick.
Yeah, no,
I
think messed stuff up as much as it did SARS.
I think they've gone a bit over the top with everything, haven't they?
Yeah.
You know, they've really took it to another level.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, the lockdown was fucking unprecedented. I mean, I won't lie. It sounds awful, actually. I probably shouldn't say this. Obviously, Corona was fucking bad. There's no doubt about it, and all the rest of it. For my career, because everyone was stuck indoors.
Yeah.
What could they do other than watch YouTube videos? So I saw some nice growth through lockdown, and plus I work from home and that. I'm just stuck in my studio all day anyway, so I didn't really notice much of a difference. But it's just, for me, what pissed me off about it, and still does piss me off to this day, is there doesn't seem to be any consistency.
Oh, it's
so I went to London last weekend, had to wear a mask for the whole of the train journey. That's all right, fair enough. But then I could walk into a pub with nothing on. You know what I mean? And it's just like, there's just no consistency. There's no clear guidelines. There never has been. I'll go on record. I think the government's handling of Corona has been beyond dog shit.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, that's
Feels like it's just winging it.
Oh, without
they
doubt.
throw it out, throw a rule out and go, right, you can't, 6 people, that's it. And then, but what about this?
That's the new thing.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, yeah, that's fine. That's all right. And this, that's fine. And this, no.
Yeah.
That's the bit, you hear these things about, the government conspiracies and all this sort of stuff, but then you're like, seeing how they've handled this, it's like, I don't think they know what's going on. I think they actually put the conspiracies out there so that we're like worry about
think more
the
about
government.
Yeah.
But actually, they haven't got.
They couldn't organise it.
Yeah.
They couldn't organise it. They don't even know what they're doing.
They're not smart enough.
It's like
exactly. Like, come on,
We're giving Boris too much credit.
He's just like,
I know, they're like,
there's no way he's sitting there planning. He's like,
he's a superhuman lizard. He's like, he's he's
just winging it.
Yeah, Boris for me. We're instantly into politics. We're fucked from the get-go.
Yeah.
But Boris for me was so funny when he was mayor of London doing his like zip line shit. He tackled that kid at like a school charity event. He completely wiped someone out on soccer aid. Haha, that's funny, mayor of London. Now he's the prime minister of our country. It goes from being hilarious to being fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But also, kids, if there's going to be a silver lining, anything is possible.
Yeah.
If that man is prime minister of this country, you can truly achieve anything you set your mind to.
And the thing is, it's not just a one-off because you look at the president of the United States.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean?
Yeah.
It's like...
I saw that and it's like, it can't get any weirder. And then it did.
Yeah.
And then 2020 happened and it's just like, this is literally like we're living in some sort of dystopian future movie. Do you know what I mean? It's
it is weird.
There might be World War III.
Yeah, because you started off the year with that. And I remember thinking, it can't get weirder than this.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Then Australia was literally on fire for a few months. Then Corona hit. And then it's just gone from that, and then after that, just the amount of weird shit, and
California on fire at the minute.
Yes, and do you know why? So there's a massive wildfire in California because someone had an extreme gender reveal party.
Really?
Yeah. And then there's just too many fireworks and that. And
What the fuck's an extreme gender reveal party?
Is it like a bait?
Just like X
you know
Games.
when they have like a gathering and then they like pop a balloon and all this blue confetti starts to pour, like a gender reveal like that. And,
I thought you meant it was like a late one, like in his 20s.
No.
I just want to tell everyone.
Yeah, no.
I'm a guy. It's like, we know, mate. Yeah, you've been called Derek for 20 years.
A newborn baby. And,
that baby's literally Satan.
Yeah. It's
literally
the Antichrist.
It's the Antichrist coming.
We've burned LA to the ground. Yeah.
Someone's rocked up with an RPG, just fired at a wall.
Yeah.
Oh, it's blue smoke.
Just celebrate. I had pink confetti in the rocket though. It's like, no, it's still.
But that's what they say about like coronavirus and shut everything down and no one's allowed to do anything. But then like when real shit happens, like fires place is burning, it all goes out the window, doesn't it? And it's like,
of course it does.
Was Corona just there because nothing else was going on? They were like, "There's no."
Mate, I mean, you fucking hell.
Straight into a conspiracy.
Like with Corona, obviously, I do believe
It's fucking weird though.
Yeah, it
Corona.
is.
The whole
I mean,
Corona
for
thing has
a
just been
start-
mental.
Are you going to reveal what you do? Is that of interest?
Can do. It's probably not that interesting, to be honest. But if you want it to be part of the podcast, it can be.
Go for it. What do you do, mate?
I sell mobility scooters. There you go.
I just Jordan's face then. Like, I could see him building up to laugh.
There's nothing wrong with selling mobility
it's
scooters.
fine.
Like, what service to provide?
Second hand or brand new?
Both.
Both.
Yeah.
Both.
Nice.
Top of the range.
Can you? Yeah. Right now,
Oh,
I've
here we
walked
go.
into your shop.
Right.
I'm 70 years old. I need a mobility scooter. Sell me your best one.
What disability you got? That could be important because you can claim VAT back.
Oh, right, fair enough. I've got a disability that I can claim VAT back. I've got a walking stick.
Don't believe you. You're paying VAT.
Nice. So sell it to me. Sell me the chair, the seat.
Well, first of all, are you looking for a power chair or a scooter?
There's a difference. What's the
Yeah.
difference?
Power chair.
Power chair is literally like a wheelchair that's motorised.
Oh, man.
I thought that was like a sports one.
I mean, fucking hell, this is a great open to a podcast. Sorry, if you're listening or watching,
the GTI.
Just skip bit forward.
Yeah.
GTI.
Yeah, no. So, do you have a set sales pitch? I'm not trying to expose you as like a con salesman.
So, I've actually got one of these myself at home. It's a great one. It's honestly one of the best.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Well, when we was
Lozzie's going to be
looking for
unemployed
chairs,
next week.
why didn't you bring in a little mobility scooter?
They're hard to get for
Could have
£100
sat on one of them.
Can you not lease it?
I'll just steal it and then just unexplained reason why it's not in the shop anymore.
Yeah.
Is there like a buyback clause? Because obviously,
It's not a transfer.
I'm thinking like for the older generation, you know.
Oh,
you
I see. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Or is it just like once it's out the door, it's no longer
once
your
you're
problem?
out the door, it's your problem.
Fair play.
Nah, not really.
So Lozzie sells mobility scooters. Which is
That's
great.
my week.
There's not, like I say, there's nothing wrong with that. I just thought I'd bring it up.
Sounds like there is.
There's no easy way to segue this. I think when there's no easy way to segue, you just address how hard it is to segue, and in its own way, that becomes a segue. I want to talk about. I tell you what would have been helpful if one of you said,
What the fuck is going on?
Listen. If one of you said, we probably should have planned this. I probably should have. Can one of you say that you've got a fear of the colour red? Because then
I've got a fear of the colour red.
Thank you, Lozzie. Well, it's funny you should say that because we're going to talk about our biggest fears and strange fears and phobias. We are going to start with Dan. What are you scared of, mate? What are your phobias?
Really bad segues.
Yeah, they're terrified.
Fears and phobias.
Jimmy, what are your phobias?
Do you know what?
When the laptop screen doesn't quite fit the main screen.
Yeah, that freaks me out.
When the aspect ratio doesn't quite match.
Jordan didn't clock it, but
James keeps putting break up, but it doesn't
we were
come
due a
up.
break.
Oh,
It
I
kept
just saw
flashing
that
up.
K. Oh no, we could have just segued.
And I was like,
We could have took a break and then just come back. Oh, break.
Doing some exercise and
Yeah.
got a bit battered and bruised, but playing a bit of not Sunday league football. I actually play Saturday league football because I'm a member of the church league. Church league.
No way.
I didn't realise
God's holy game.
on the first game that it was the church league until we all got round the circle at the beginning of the game, and I just thought it was something to do with like Black Lives Matter or something. So
Yeah. He started
and
praying.
then the referee comes in, says a little prayer. I'm like, that's a bit weird. And then,
No way.
and then all the players after say amen.
No.
Yeah, they all said amen after. I didn't say it, obviously, because I was I was stood there like that. Got it completely wrong.
Taking the knee.
Taking the knee. They were like, what's this guy doing? And we lost. Couldn't even keep count. So God is real. I'm telling you. You know what I mean? Don't fuck with him. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Just singing hymns from the sideline.
The worst game I've ever played.
Really?
And I think it was all down to the amen.
Oh,
and the fact that
yeah, of course, you didn't do it. You had the inverted cross toes.
Well, I did.
On your eye.
This is how serious I'm taking church league. So I've actually had to edit one of my tattoos because I had the upside down cross on the.
Oh shit!
On your face.
And then I thought I can't have that in church league. They're gonna think I'm like Joey Barton or something, the rebel of the league. Yeah, you know what I mean? Number 666 on the back. Yeah, the Antichrist. Yeah, just like So I got it changed into a little HJ. My missus was like, why you change that? You've had that for ages. And I was like, church league. Do you know what I mean?
How did you get pulled into that?
Gumtree, found them.
Oh no way!
Yeah, mate, found them on Gumtree. It was funny. Because I like to think of myself a decent player and. One of the other managers.
What's your position?
Centre mid.
Oh, nice. He makes things happen.
Yeah, but one of the other managers shouted out to our manager. He went, "Fucking hell, mate!" He went, "Where'd you get him?" He went, "I got him off Gumtree."
Oh, that's fucking brilliant.
Quality, yeah. So, but I mean, obviously, I haven't done an exercise over lockdown or anything.
Yeah,
and
I feel that.
Yeah, just I woke up on the Sunday.
Yeah,
couldn't go to church. I was a bit sore.
You've already done your godly duty anyway.
That's obviously why they play on Saturdays, because obviously on
Sundays. You usually go every
Sunday's
Sunday
a day of rest.
Oh dear, that's funny, man.
So I play for the Swanage Church League team.
Swanage, nice.
Big up the Swanage.
Deja Vu.
You've got a phobia of deja vu. What's your weird one?
Deja vu.
You've got a phobia of deja vu.
It's not the more like what it actually is.
Oh, okay.
I hate having deja vu because I feel like something's not right, and I'm like almost. I don't know how to explain it really, but every time I have it, like a glitch. Yeah, I
feel like you said that before.
Like,
so it's like
I've had this conversation before.
It's real. It's real.
Getting mugged.
So it's like
getting mugged off from a job. Start drinking, everyone.
I just want another IPA.
No, I'll tell you what, I'll have a good heroin shot.
It's weird though, isn't it? Like when you do get it,
it's
you're just
fucked.
like. Yes. I wonder what it is.
You get it a lot. I don't really. Yeah, you've said it. Oh, but that's got deja vu. I've not
that's
really
just
ever had
a
it.
bit hipster though, mate. I don't really have it. I just
like trending.
Just
deja vu. Hashtag deja vu.
It's a nice word, isn't it?
Yeah. No, I do. It does weird me out.
For most people, it's probably like, oh, that was weird. But for me, it's like I actually go into like sometimes an existential crisis. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with me? I've clearly done this before.
Momentarily unplugged.
Am I living in two different time fucking lines? What's going on?
Yeah. Like I went on holiday.
I went in the swimming pool.
Yeah, it's absolutely fucking shitting bricks at the deep end.
I was a lifeguard as well. But no, I went. I went on holiday to Mallorca as a kid.
You'll only save kids in the shallow end.
You went there as a kid, or you was a kid?
Fancy dress.
I was pretending to be a child.
Just Jordan, like,
for that week. For that week, I identified as a 9-year-old. As a child,
why identify as an 8-year-old? Take your armbands off. You're fucking 25. You can't. You can swim. You used to be a lifeguard. Which was you get a stick and you just flick mud.
Nice.
What? Okay.
Yeah. Used to go. No, there used to be this thing called Pugging. We made it up.
Right.
And it's basically where we used to live, it was like an old aerospace thing which was shut down.
Oh yeah,
Couldn't really collect it. Yeah, but what it had there on the hill, it was like a clay hill, so it was like half clay, half mud. So we used to get like bamboo sticks, and like it was up on like a hill, so we used to just fling them over into the car park where
people's
Tesco's was. And we used to just wipe out the whole. We went through all the clay on that hill. There was none left. But yeah, Pugging. We used to go around telling people he was a brickie.
What do you do for work? I'm a brickie. Lego collector doesn't sound as cool.
Can you do me a wall? It's going to take a while, mate.
Oh dear.
Where's the cement? No need for that.
Don't worry
about it.
I don't even use adhesive. It's just
It's not watertight though.
This is the only wall that goes up in price over years.
Yeah. Can you give me a quote? Yeah, it's £20,000. Christmas, I used to sneak up, take them all out the wrapping, play the game, and then put them back and hide them. And then she caught me like about 3 days, and that was all I had for Christmas. So I'd already completed all the games. Before.
No.
So yeah, she was a bit angry.
Oh man, mad! I did that once. I snuck downstairs. This was Christmas Eve. I thought I'd just open one present. I went downstairs. I picked up a small one, brought it back up to my bedroom, opened it up. Justin Timberlake Justified album.
Did you listen to it?
Oh mate, it's a banging album.
But it was fucking Jamie Oliver, wasn't it? He's always ruining anything at school. No burgers and no conkers, mate. It's not even a food.
That bastard took turkey Twizzlers from me. I'll never forgive him. Ever. I never once ate in a Jamie's Italian. And apart from all the jobs lost, I do. But for Jamie Oliver, I'm glad it went under. Do you know what I mean? Because
Are turkey Twizzlers still going?
No. He killed them. He killed them.
Really?
They've come back out.
They're probably
but obviously
healthier.
They're not the same.
Mate, that wasn't even meat. That weren't. I don't know what it was, but it was amazing.
Unless he brought it down, bought shares in it. Now he's bringing it back in.
What a fucking bitch.
Under an alias.
Jamie Oliver, you wolf.
I mean, imagine the idea that every single decision you've ever made in your life, there is an alternate reality where you went the other way. And the branches of that. So like you say yes to one thing, no to another. And then there's another branch reality where you said yes and then yes, no, and then another. And it just goes on and on and on. Every single decision you've ever made in your life, there is an alternate reality where you went the other way. And the branches of that. So you say yes to one thing, no to another. And there's another branch reality where you said yes and then yes, no, and yes and then yes and then yes, no. It's absolutely mind-boggling.
Someone out there has made a lot of better decisions than me, I'll tell you that. He's fucking balling.
Yeah. Oh dear. But yeah, the whole multiverse thing is definitely
I think
something.
there's a universe out there where I am playing up front for England in a World Cup.
That's it.
That depresses me.
But
still
in this reality,
Yeah,
you do have Swan.
But there would also
the way the
be
England players are going, I might have a
there'd be a
chance.
universe where you would be a snail.
Yeah. Jimmy the snail.
So it's not too bad.
Yeah, exactly.
You're doing
Fucking
okay.
munching on lettuce.
Snails do sleep for 3 years, though, don't they?
Yeah.
That's all right.
That's a long time.
That is a long time.
Thought we'd be getting it up on the screen.
Yeah, pull up now,
Jamie.
please. But yeah, no, it's the whole alien thing. The main thing that's getting me at the minute is just how it's just going straight over people's heads. Like, I don't know if it's just because I have a fond interest in alien life, but I genuinely, do you know what? I honestly think how desensitized people have come because of like social media and shit. They could rock up tomorrow, and I guarantee 95% of the population, they'll just make memes about it.
Yeah.
They'll just be like,
It would probably trend for about a week, maybe.
Yeah,
And then it'd be like, they've all got coronavirus.
Yeah. It's like, oh shit. It's just like, turned out they were quite dull. They didn't even want to invade. They just left again. You know what I mean? And then you think of what our size is compared to the sun. It's just like, we're so insignificant. We are. Like,
Or are we just in a simulation?
Well,
I think we should be bigging ourselves up a bit more than that. Come on.
I don't know, but it brings me back to my main point, which was like, to think that we are alone in the universe is just fucking.
Well, from
ridiculous.
a logical standpoint, it doesn't make sense.
No,
Like,
exactly.
Space is expanding, so is ever like.
Oh, that does me in.
Like-
If space is expanding, what space is space expanding into?
He's fucking
In
gone.
theory, that
He's
means there's
done.
an edge of space,
Yeah,
which is meant to be
I think
limitless.
space the universe is expanding, but space is just space.
You know the Halloween experiences, like where you go and there's like actors and
I've done
stuff. Fucking, we went last year, didn't we? Right, we went to one with Jack and Fiona, and this girl ran up to me. She's like a ghost, yeah. She went, I'm going to rape you. Oh my God. I was like, what the fuck? She just said she's going to rape me. It was like, you're taking your job well too seriously.
I was getting my trousers off.
Mate, she obviously liked you. She liked the look.
Yeah, too much.
I don't think that was in part of the plan. I just think she was just like,
Sure, that one.
Oh no, but
I saw your cave video.
But there was this, it's like a witch one. Ran up to Lozzie.
Jesus Christ.
Caught him by surprise. He's like, like you're like primal instinct. He's like, well, like a fist came out, like squared up to her. I was like, just fucking hit her. It's just her job. Jesus Christ.
I was gonna fucking tie a block to her and throw her in a fucking river.
Those Halloween experiences. The actors certainly take. Well, I say actors, but
if you ever do it, just deadpan them. If they, you just go,
fuck off.
What are you doing?
Yeah,
and they're like. They just move on there.
Yeah. But also, guys, if you go to these Halloween experiences, I can tell you categorically, they prey on the weak. So if you go in and you're already scared, they will go for you.
It's funny when COVID kicked off. I remember kicked off. I remember there was probably about a week in, and me and Dan was in comms with each other about and I would ring it up and I'd be like, because I'd keep an eye on like what everyone's up to, and I'd be like, I feel like they're changing. I feel like about the public. I'm they're getting more aggressive, mate. I'm like, I think you need to see the vibe. And me and Dan were like, right, we need to start stockpiling. We started you've got loads of rice and pasta.
Yeah, I hit full zombie mode, mate.
Generator.
And I was like, it's not going to be long now, mate.
Toilet roll. I wasn't one of them with the toilet roll. I ordered some pasta off eBay. I didn't go to the shops and buy all the stuff. I mean, I bought a few old ladies there shopping, and I was a nice guy.
That was good, actually. That was nice.
Yeah.
Throw that
free old ladies in Stevenage. If they listen, there you go. That's it.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
I think we need to establish. Let's go down this rabbit hole.
Take it.
It's quite right. So, are they running? Should we say, like we said, so normal human speed? They're capable of running.
All
okay,
right, they're an
cool.
athlete. All right.
Yeah. So we've got that. So first of all, are you hunkering down or are you on the move? What are you doing?
I'm going on the move, mate.
You're on the move.
100%.
Boarding up?
I'm not boarding up, mate.
I've
played zombies on COD.
I've got a family, so I'll be boarding up.
Boarding up.
See, I think that's the thing. If you've got a family, you do have to you are going to have to do it.
Hard to be on the move with kids and stuff, isn't it? So.
Yeah,
I think let's make a pact now. I will be on the move to you.
You've got the sacrifice option.
Yeah. Take one.
I would actually travel by bicycle because you don't have to refuel.
Yeah.
Silent.
Yes.
On the night.
Yeah.
I would have NVGs and I would only go on the night on a bicycle. I'd be like Lance Armstrong, mate.
I'm uncomfortable if you call it bicycle. Just keep looking to say because you don't want to be motorbike.
Yeah, but as I'm saying, not a motorbike. I would go bicycle.
Yeah.
I feel bicycle.
That's a good shout. But what about fatigue?
Yeah.
Say if you're being chased and then you just get to the bottom of a fuck off hill, you're like, oh god.
Yeah, but they're only the same as human, aren't they?
It's an overview so far of our zombie apocalypse, which is important when we're, taking into consideration how we're surviving said apocalypse. So zombies can run, infection can be transmitted through saliva and being bitten. James is on the move to Dan, who's packing up with family.
Yeah.
Possibly a sacrifice option is open to Dan. I'm on the move to my mum, but it's pretty risky. All right. Zombies can't swim, so a wrapped boat in sea vinyl is a great solution. And of course, you can fish for food. Weapons, we've got fully automatic weapons, but we'll struggle to find UK ammo. We struggle to find the guns in the UK, plus obviously ammo issues. Go fucking medieval with it. Blunt objects, handy long knife, massive spear. Weld spikes to a car with Jimmy's BTEC welding that he's going to get from the excess money from the chair challenge. We link everything here. Everything is linked.
We link
However, Jimmy is also going to be a little stealthy night runner on his bicycle with night vision goggles and
black latex suit.
Yeah, streamline AF. But although fatigue may kick in, the zombies can't ride bikes, and they also do get tired. So there we go. We've got Teslas potentially, as they are silent, but our electric company's working. I think we decided that they're not. But obviously agricultural people will be high members of survival in society because they can grow potatoes. But you do need to build a society.
And others available.
Yeah.
Not just potatoes.
Sweet potatoes, carrots, all that good stuff. So we need someone who can plant potatoes, someone who can wrap vinyl on boats and cars, etc. And if all else fails and everyone else has died, find a car, connect phone to speakers, put on Down With the Sickness by Disturbed, and keep going with a baseball bat until one is consumed like a Don. They're amazing notes, mate. Thank you so much.
Brilliant.
That's what you're throwing there. Thank you. Now, I'm hoping Ben's about to show Dan and Jimmy on the edit, because you can see two of us seem to have a costume on and two of us don't. Well, basically, we've got a costume challenge. Should have been given a budget, gone away, got a costume, and what we thought we'd do is me and Lozzie will get changed in the first half, Dan and Jimmy will get changed in the second half. Dan and Jimmy, as you can see, they've got their eyes closed and covered. They haven't seen us yet, so you're going to get the first reaction to our costumes. We're going to discuss the costumes, and then we're going to crack on with the show. Right, boys, I'm going to count down from 3, 2, 1, reveal.
What the fuck is that?
That is fucking brilliant.
Chest burster.
For the audio listeners, Lozzie has gone for the alien chest burster look, and I have to say that is a piece of DIY mastery.
Magnificent.
Tell us, like, how is this happening? How is this working right now?
Right, so the entirety of the budget is the plush toy chest burster.
It does look
I've used a
detailed.
white shirt that I already own, and the fake blood was actually from an old video that I did with you.
Oh.
The ghost documentary.
Oh, nice.
When inexplicably Robbie Knox just thought it would be great to bring some fake blood.
He did, and that was a prank on me. Go check
It was.
that out.
It was good. And so I used that, and then
Nice.
there was a bit of fabric glue that my girlfriend had.
Interesting.
And then
she just
we've
happened to have that.
Yeah,
Is
she
she
does
in-
arts and crafts and shit.
So how old is she? Just
she's 3.
So send me anything you want, as long as it's dick pics. Got a good dick? As long as it's dick pics.
No, she's 25. Okay, it's all good. And then to make it kind of stand up on its head, so it wasn't like flopping down.
You don't want it flopping down, mate.
Yeah, that's it.
You'll make a wreck.
A flaccid alien is no good to anyone.
That's very true,
Right.
especially
You
on
haven't
the fancy dress.
attached it to something, have you? I've got full control.
I've had to take 15 fucking Viagra tablets for this to work.
Oh, arts and crafts.
What we've actually done is we've actually tied 2 arms of a ripped t-shirt round my back and tied to this to keep it taut.
Excellent.
So,
That's
yeah.
fucking brilliant,
That's
mate.
what we're
No,
doing.
mate, I'm well impressed.
It does look like a raging boner.
Say what, if my boner looked like that.
I would not be raging.
No, that's solid. Guys, what do you think of that? What do you
Love
think
it.
of
I fucking
amazing.
Yeah, I mean,
Brilliant.
if I went to the door and that was there, mate, I'd be fucking just a boner. Just
Oh, dear.
Just for the listeners, I'm not actually naked here. I actually got my dick out, you know. just saying.
Oh, dear. Well, yeah, Lozzie, you smashed it out of the park.
I thought it was pretty decent.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Shall we explain? yours?
Right. Okay. So, full disclosure, what I'm wearing right now, I didn't pay for. Okay, so basically, I had to do an Instagram post. I needed to get some PPE. Dan kindly paid for it for me. So I was like, well, I have this outfit and I have fake blood. This is actually spray on blood that just soaked in and just doesn't look like I've applied fake blood. But this is covered in blood. So I thought, what can I do with the spare budget that I have? Well, I thought, if I'm like a hazmat guy, let's say an alternate reality, yeah, where coronavirus has mutated, right? And everyone now are zombies, okay?
Ooh,
so what I did with my remaining budget, I'm just going to put the mic down, 1 second. I've got to be very careful. So basically, hang on, let me get the mic before I bring this up. 1 second, sorry, it's a bit stuck. 1 second. Oh, one of the
bin bag is clinging to that.
A couple have fallen off, but we'll get them in a minute. So basically, I went and bought a baseball bat and some nails. And there was two more nails. But what I also found was there's a metal rod down the middle of wooden baseball bats, so I had to super glue the nails on. But yeah, so with my budget, I made a doomsday weapon. Nice, so that is part of.
That is a proper doomsday weapon.
Yeah, that's my Halloween costume.
I like it, man.
So hazmat, bit of blood, and a baseball bat with nails in it.
For the listeners, I'm just going to explain how large these fucking nails are.
Well, I went into Screwfix. And I went, can I have some 9-inch nails, please? And they were like, do you know how big 9-inch nails are? I think it was quite apparent I wasn't a builder. I was like, no. It was like, well, do you want to have a look at 6-inch nails first? I was like, okay. And they brought them out. I was like, fucking hell, yeah, they're long enough. So yeah, and I managed to bang one in. And like I said, and then I had to just super glue the rest. But I thought, right, obviously, I've adapted, yeah, because they're super glued on. And as you can see, some of them are already fallen off, which is a bit shit. But I thought, picture the scene. I'm going to have to take my goggles off because they're fogging up. It's hot. So picture the scene, right? You've got a baseball bat with nails in.
And you can't see.
You're about to hit a zombie, yeah, right? And you crack it in the head. If you've knocked nails through a bat, if you can't pull it out, you're now attached to the zombie. What I've done by super gluing nails on is once you've hit the zombie, in theory, they will detach. So just think of the nails as ammunition on your baseball bat.
There's one on there which the nail's the opposite.
Yeah, that's the one I actually banged in.
But I like that one because that's the one you don't want to really get hit with, is it? The blunt nail. In fact, I reckon just do them all like that. Yeah.
Just bang them all in 1/2 inch.
Yeah.
Mate.
Getting hit with that side of the nail.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised they hadn't split the wood completely.
No, that's what I thought, to be fair. I was looking at the reviews online of the bat, and a few of the reviews were like, oh, it dented when it hit the ball a few times. I was like, I wonder if it's going to split when I put a 6-inch nail through it. But fortunately, it didn't. And I managed to get a baseball with it, which I can just, keep for leisure purposes. So it's a win-win-win. So yeah, so basically this was free. This is recycled. This is 25 quid worth of baseball bat and nails.
Nice.
Decent,
I like it.
Yeah.
Also, no one's breaking in your house, are they?
Well, if I tell you what, last night would have been a bad day to burgle me. I think. Did you ever, like you're saying about egging and stuff, did you ever do any of that time?
Oh, mate,
I've got a story.
Dan's got You had a whole. Weren't you in the
We
newspaper?
got arrested.
Jesus.
It wasn't
convict.
I mean, fuck. No way. It wasn't just because of that, but it
was the assault that really took over the end.
No, didn't you have a name? What was the name?
the Eggy Bandits. So funny. So like, I'll go into it another time. We got arrested for some stuff. We were like 15, and but
15.
There's a little grocery shop around the corner in East Coast where we lived. Can we get arrested for this now? Anyway, my mate.
Look what I got on the desk. I'm fucked. We're all in.
They had a massive delivery of eggs. I think we were like 14, 15, and he could get his hand in, so we took all the eggs, and he got banned from the arcade that was round the corner by where we used to live, by a floating bridge. So we spent all night. I think it was 24 eggs per case, and we must have had 50, 60 boxes of them. So we just spent all night and we egged the. I mean, it's awful. I'm very sorry to.
That's. I mean, 10 boxes of 250 eggs, give or take.
So we spent the whole night egging this arcade. To be fair, the guy who owned it was a bit of a weirdo. Wasn't very nice, but we spent the whole night egging the arcade, and then when
over 1,000 eggs,
it was covered. It was disgusting. It was just the whole, and it was so hard to get off.
It was a sunny day the next day as well.
And then we just left a little note saying, I think
enjoy the
lad who did it, Jim. He put.
What, me?
No, not this. Now, you'd have been 5 then.
Oh no,
you weren't doing that. And he just left a little note saying. Don't mess with us from the Eggy Bandits. But we didn't realise this. So later down the line, we were little shits back then, and we got arrested for stealing a little boat. And my mate bought in. I didn't steal it. He bought this little boat. And he's like, he was like, it's all right. It's
a 6-year-old lad brought a boat.
So we got on this boat. We were going around. Anyway, the fucking police boat coming. We got caught up. But when we were in the police station getting interviewed about it, they had a little note, and my dad was with me at the time. And then the copper goes, "Do you know anything about the Eggy Bandits?" And I just had to I was almost bursting.
Yeah, mate, they're the best gang in town.
Yeah, why? Who's asking?
Never heard of them, but yeah.
So I don't know.
The Eggy
Bandits. Out with his
Bandits.
leather jacket with Eggy Bandits. Like a bike gang. I don't know what you're going on about, mate.
I don't know what you're talking about, constable.
But yeah, that was my 15 awful time.
Someone will be watching this. And
Eggy Bandits.
That is
That's going on a fucking t-shirt. Eggy Bandits.
The Eggy Bandits.
That could be a regiment
If that
of the
shop's still
allegedly,
open,
possibly, maybe army.
I'll buy you some eggs because it was out of order. The arcade I didn't feel too bad about, but stealing the eggs wasn't.
Yeah, we all make mistakes. Guys, we're back for the Halloween special. I know I look a bit strange right now. If you're watching, I have my eyes closed. That is because the outfit challenge has returned for Dan and Jimmy. So can we open our eyes on 3? Yes? Yeah.
I thought you were going to do a countdown.
3, 2, 1, go.
Classic. That's brilliant.
That's brilliant. Good. Oh, for the audio. We went so around.
Fucking hell. Do you want this?
Oh, for the audio listeners.
So Dan's ordered some larges, but he's ordered large cakes. That's why Danny. I mean, I've got the smallest head in the world, and it's still not fit in my face.
Some of the audio listeners.
And a bit
Jimmy is Robin, and Dan is Batman.
You need to chill out on your pecs.
We're like old school.
Yeah, like 50s.
Only
Yeah.
We do not.
Yeah. I mean,
that's quality.
These are splitting the old nutsack.
I mean, I was hot before. I'm sweating.
Oh, man.
That's quality.
That's so good. No, that's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, I've got to take my eyes
Yeah.
Mate, so are we recording?
Yeah.
No, the funny thing with this, the guy supposed to drop the package off yesterday, and he just come to the door because I got him on the CCTV, and then he just fucked off. So I was on the phone with Amazon trying to get the costumes. I was like, fuck, I've got Robin, but there's no Batman. fair, the woman I was like,
It's just not a good film, is it?
Yeah. And I was like to James, like, mate, I'm just gonna have to come with Bruce Wayne. I'm just gonna have to wear a suit. And then I ordered that as a backup because it's a.
Because Ben is Dracula.
It's a Dracula,
wonderful.
but there's a bat mask, and I was like, oh, it's a Batman.
It's like the off-brand Batman.
Oh man!
But
So
yeah,
how did you get it? So you fucked off, but did they manage to bring it in?
Yeah,
Bring
I
it
think
back?
so. Because he claimed it was delivered, but it wasn't. So, so I've ordered a new one, but then he must have just dropped this back off again today.
Oh right.
So I've got another one coming as well.
Oh, no way.
I've got two. In fact, I'll put the other one in a box.
There you go. Oh yeah. Wow.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah.
It won't be the main prize,
Yeah.
but you know.
So that's
fine, isn't
the the APMA monthly box. So
box, I'll
one
pop
of
one
you
in.
will win a large child's Batman outfit. That's epic.
But on the picture, I mean, it's a full-grown man, and I'm not a full-grown man.
It just says in the pitch not to scale.
Yeah, not to scale.
I mean, if it doesn't fit me, it's not going to fit anyone, is it?
Ben just cracked me up. He went, "Yeah, it's funny because you just don't look defined at all." Oh no! Cheers, Ben.
Jesus.
I literally just look like Del Boy, you know, like when he wears it.
That's what I wanted to delve into, actually. So, like, obviously on Halloween, does it have to be scary, or can you just...
I think it's just anything goes.
Yeah.
to be honest.
I know it's...
I think it's just an excuse for fancy dress.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
that's what I mean. Does it?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I went as Jesus once, and everyone was kicking off, weren't they? They were like... And I was like, technically, he is a zombie, you know.
Yeah, he came back. From
That's what I mean. He did come out with the dead, so
he was the original zombie.
Yeah, he was doing it before it was cool.
Yeah, I
Right.
was like, yeah, he was the original zombie, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, it's very true.
Christ.
Nah, yeah, no, I think you can get
Literally.
away with that. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, no, for
That's
sure.
fair.
Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus. I went as a Teletubby one year.
Yeah.
What a
Which
fucking
one?
change.
Yeah. You've never had a normal fancy dress, have you?
No, I went as a chicken another year.
Yeah.
Nice.
Full chicken.
Nice.
James doesn't get the concept of Halloween.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure what I'm doing.
Yeah. Just fancy dress. Yeah. No.
Oh man, is that there? That is a 5-year-old child.
Oh shit! Height.
And he's got
104 centimeters.
It's got the fucking elbow knives or whatever they are on that
Oh,
one. It's fucking
Jesus
quality.
Christ.
He's got more definition than me.
Yeah, look at the
By the way,
quads.
have we-
Fucking hell.
Have we said that what we are? Because obviously the...
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
the audio
yeah,
listeners,
cool,
yeah.
yeah.
That must
They're
be
totally
the whole
lost.
time.
Yeah.
By the way, Dan and Jimmy are Robin and Batman and Robin. Fucking hell. Oh, is it that one?
Yeah.
Him there.
And
Hang
he-
on, what's it? 27? That's over.
He looks like the old. Oh yeah. Yeah.
You're
We're an over.
Yeah,
every time, Dan. Every time you're going
fairly
over on the
rich.
budget
I'm
challenges.
really trying to think of anything I've given back.
That's so weird that the medium's £27 3
Yeah, but the
pence and the other two are more. Small
Oh,
than-
yeah.
than
I did get a
Ow.
medium.
Oh man,
I'm
but
trying
yeah.
to stay close to that budget.
Yeah.
You got
Oh
the-
man,
you
no,
got the
I
XLs.
think
Look at the fucking eyes, man.
I love their face painted him.
he's got the googliest eyes I've ever seen.
Get that up on the YouTube clip, Ben. when
Yeah.
that-
Yeah, please do.
Because that is a menacing set of eyes.
How is that officially licensed?
I know.
It's
Oh my god.
He looks like a Frogger to me.
that fucking coming out from your attic.
Oh, the next Batman film. Frogger who just comes down.
Oh man.
They
can't find him.
They were like, we've done the sewers. What else you got? We'll do the loft.
Batman's arch enemy. He's in the loft.
Oh man. Oh,
Just open the hatch to your lobby and say, I'm Batman.
I'm Frogger.
Oh man.
milk.
Candice, we've run out of Twixes.
I'm done.
Oh, Jordan's dying.
Yeah, I was like 17 and I've just bought a Ford Escort 1.6. That's what I was like.
The boy.
Yeah, I thought it was the boy. So I was like just out cruising with like one of my mates, and it was quite late. It must have been near like sort of 12 o'clock or whatever, and decided to go home. So I was on my way back home, and we just took like a last minute detour. We were like, oh, we'll go down the seafront one more time, do a little, because you used to do like a little cruise, and then I was like, we'll come back. So like literally, I remember like just making that decision of like just turning right and going down a different road, and like so just speeding. I won't say how fast I was going, but I was speeding. And just come round the corner and just lost control of the car, and basically just sort of hit a fence, went through the fence, went down like a steep bank, hit this like metal ladder which spun up, and then the car was just on a railway track.
Fuck, you're joking.
So the car had smashed. The car had like sort of like bent in half that way. So they couldn't move the car. It was completely disabled.
So lucky.
And I looked right, and it's just railway line.
Oh,
and I looked
mate.
left, and there's railway line. So like, obviously, like checked my mate. I was like, mate, get out of the fucking car. We're on a railway track. Like, And I'm thinking in my head, I am thinking it's a nightmare. You know,
this
doesn't feel real.
Ridiculous.
This doesn't feel 1 minute. I'm just. It's just normal life.
Yeah, but also
whatever.
the chances of that.
Yeah, and like I was just like, right, get out of the car. So we jumped out of the car, and obviously with like the sound of the crash, there was houses opposite which had already called the police, and luckily the police station wasn't that too far, so he was there within 2 minutes of it, and I was still like in shock. So the police officer turns up, and the first thing he says to me is like, obviously it's really bad, but like don't worry, the trains aren't running at the moment. So I was like, fucking like sort of thank God for that.
Yeah.
And then as he said that, I heard the tracks sort of vibrating. Yeah. And I was like, oh, fuck. And then literally looked down the line, and there's a fucking train which had coming down the line. And my car's in the middle of the track. Yeah. So he jumped down. He's like waving a flag, trying to flag it down and stop it, and the train just comes straight through.
Smashes the car.
Just takes the car about 100 yards up the track. But obviously, what's going through my head is like, I've watched loads of it. I'm just thinking, I'm thinking of like an explosion. As it's coming, I'm just thinking, all I'm thinking is I'm going to prison basically. Yeah. This could derail. Yeah. There could be hundreds of people. I'm just thinking like this, you see these things on the news where the fucking, and I'm just like, that's it. My life is completely over. And I'm literally there. I was literally just there, just like, I think I'd like kind of like collapsed. I was just on the floor.
I remember you telling me about it.
I remember just pinching myself, and I was just on the floor, and I was just like praying, and I was just pinching myself like, please wake up, please wake up. But obviously it was and then
fucking hell, man.
Like I said, luckily there was no passengers on the train, and the train driver and stuff was fine. Yeah, I know that they have to go through some like stuff after that happens, because obviously he didn't know that. As he's coming up,
he could have hit a car with people.
He doesn't know whether people are in the car. Yeah. But the only lucky thing was that he'd just come out of a station where the train had stopped and let off like the last people, and then so it wasn't full speed. It wasn't full speed, but like obviously trying to stop a train.
They put all barriers up now on that.
Yeah, it was. I mean, the whole. So a car had crashed there a year before, and they were I mean, I'm not blaming them. Obviously, it's my shit driving. But yeah, they were supposed to put barriers up, and like even the whole court case. I mean, I put my hands up and said, look, I was speeding. I took all responsibility for everything, and even like they was all on my side for some reason in court and stuff. No, and they're basically the council and everyone had fucked up. Yeah, and they. I mean, in court they said that apparently a tree had fallen down and had swerved out the way, and that the police officer had rescued.
Oh,
yeah. But it was all. I mean, I don't know what had happened or whatever.
Because I remember the article, and you got it up. They were saying it was a joyrider. It was a kid, a 15-year-old kid running joyriding.
Yeah, joyriding.
Like totally. The news just totally lied about what I said.
Yeah. But I mean, it was just a young and dumb. We all do it. I mean, drive like.
Lucky that. When you sort of landed and you just didn't get caught in the... Because if you got your leg caught or your foot caught, or either you...
Or if you hit your head and you were knocked out and you didn't get out of the car.
A year later, I was drinking in a pub, and I told the story to a geezer who was drinking in the pub, and he was like, no way, he was like, Red Escort. And he went, I've got it down the salvage yard. And he was like, because I didn't know where, because they took the car and everything away, I didn't know. Yeah. And I was like, and he's like, do you want to come and see it? So I'd like booked to go and see it, and like literally just my driver's side was just like basically the front of the train. So yeah, would have just would have
killed you there.
Yeah, so,
fucking hell, man.
Yeah, just
that's
crazy.
insane.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, lucky to be here, really. But yeah, just thankful. Like, hasn't like didn't like massively affect me or anything. Just one of those things where you think, right, I need to like grow up now and
exactly.
Stop.
Unfortunately, no one was hurt.
Because you do, you know, when you're that young, you never feel like anything's gonna happen.
Mate, when I was that age, I thought I was fucking invincible.
That's what I mean. And we do dumb shit, but like that was a massive thing for me, and it was like, right, fucking hell. You only get one life, so make the most of it. Sort of. The funny thing about mine was like literally the next day, I remember like my mum was listening to the radio in the morning, and the news come on, and it was like fucking 15-year-old crashes on the train track, and blah, blah, blah. And then it was like, and the second story was Saddam Hussein has been hung, and I was like, yes, I got ahead of him.
Oh, that would have been like, fuck, there's someone else crashed a car on the train track as well on the same day. That's nuts.
I remember like the next morning I wake up and like just like shook my hair and like glass had like come out of my hair.
Man.
And like, I remember Dad in the morning, my dad was like, you know, son, how fast was you going? And I lied and I was like, you know, I was going, I don't want to say any of the speeds because
31.
Yeah, this is it. I was going 31, and he was like, bollocks, mate. He went, I just went down there and done it at fucking 40, and done it at 41, and I was like, why would you do that? I was like, imagine you crash there, like the next day. Yeah, the day.
Just clipboard out, like, I've done fucking 31, 32, 30, all the way up to fucking 60.
Yeah, legendary dad. But
oh, dude.
But I think I actually wasn't going that fast. There was like, there was like an advert. They call it an adverse camber or something in the road.
Yeah, but if you lose control as well, it doesn't matter if you can, the right speed or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, that's the thing that I learned. I was like, as soon as the brakes lock up, that's
it's
like I said, it wasn't massively going. Like, I've never been a huge speeder anyway, but it's just that thing. I was like, fucking hell, I can't believe, you know. So you think you're safe, don't you? And then
cars at those speeds, like, you're just not that safe.
Yeah.
I'll never forget the cost of mine.
Oh,
the quote. I think you know, the stopping of the train, the repairing.
Oh, jeez.
It was on your. I remember it was on your insurance, the claim.
Yeah.
Because your insurance was hefty for a while.
80 grand claim.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. 80 grand.
That's your no claims out the window. Fucking hell.
Yeah, when I phone up for insurance, it's like a big alarm goes off. Nah, to be fair, they fucking big up Direct Line. I didn't have no issues with that. They sorted the whole thing out.
Yeah.
Didn't have to.
If you want to send us any money or sponsor us,
but the claims handler actually fucking loved you.
As if, man. 80 grand.
I've just repaid them the favour, and they've probably just got 80.
They'll probably make 80k from that.
That's it. The amount of you guys who just signed up for your car insurance. Absolutely quality.
Actually, like they don't have their own adverts.
Oh dear.
I just need 80,000 people to sign up and we're quick.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what gets the views.
I personally,
clever, but
with the stuff with the kids, obviously none of you got kids, but I've got kids, and I think maybe parents watching it, it was hard to watch, man. I literally felt sick. Like, I physically felt sick watching and all the start of it, because I'd heard about the case and kind of knew what happened, but I found it's an emotional roller coaster. I felt sick, then angry, like, with him, like, just want to, like, you just think he just needs to.
Yeah, because I was watching it and I was thinking about you, because obviously you've got two little girls, and I mean you've got same name.
Yeah, I felt sick watching it, like literally sick, and then angry.
Yeah, because they obviously they offer him a polygraph test, don't they?
Yeah.
And when he's in there, she's like, obviously, you know the truth, and after this, we'll both know the truth.
Yep.
And if you're guilty, coming in here is the most stupid thing you've done in your entire life. And that, just like setting that kind of tone on him was absolutely brilliant.
Even if he was innocent, I reckon
that would shit you up, wouldn't it?
I reckon that she would have come in at the exact same angle. And called his bluff. And
she was very clever.
Yeah.
She was like super clever.
Because I would have been like, so are these 100% like, do they always come in 100%? Like,
Yeah.
And then if she was like, oh, you know, they're like 80% right, then I'd be like, you know, I would have played that card. So then if it did come back, then you'd be like, well, 20% of people. So that it could have been that. Whereas
and plus, a polygraph test can't actually be used as evidence in a court of law because there is that level. But I think it just kind of shits people up into a confession almost.
And they're like, okay, we're going to go out now. We'll leave you with this. And then the dad comes in and they're like, anything you want to, you know, tell your dad. And they know that he's not thinking, oh, the cameras are rolling. Yeah. He's just like, I've got an out. I can say she did it. They'll believe that. Because they know he's a liar. Yeah. All he wants to do is not go to prison or just get away with whatever he can. Yeah.
Again, going back to how like smart I think he was, I thought that when the detective woman said, you know, maybe that the wife had done it and then he'd like done it as like a revenge thing. I feel like that's the first time he even thought about it. There kind of was like a little thing went off in his head and was like, oh, I didn't fucking think of that. Didn't think of that out. And it was like,
he was dumb. Yeah, like, he was a dumb fuck.
He was. Because
horrible cunt.
But the thing is, he really was. But accurate. Or is. But with that out though, that's where all of the Facebook posts and stuff really backs her. Because in what fucking world is she going to kill her own kids?
See, I don't put him down as like a fucking... like one of them serial killers. Like most of them are like quite smart. Like, do you know what I mean? I just put him down to being so stupid and just like doing actions without even thinking about what he's doing. Do you know what I mean? I just feel like it's just being it wasn't planned. Devoid of emotion. He hasn't planned anything out. Smart people would plan something out and he's just kind of doing it and then making shit up as he's going along.
I think they did say it was especially we talked about, it is premeditated. Yeah. I think that's why he released later down the line.
I mean, I feel like he thought about it, but what I'm saying is I don't feel like he'd like planned it out. I feel like he's not like, he's not, that's what I mean. He's trying to like I said, he wasn't happy with how they portrayed how he mate, you're not on that level of serial killer. You're just a basic bitch serial killer. That's how you're going to go down. You're going to go down as one.
But they don't even call him that.
Yeah, you're one of the dumbest. You're one of the dumbest killers.
If there's anyone inside in it, just
the thing is that but the thing is, people that kill kids.
Have you got any pen podders?
The people that kill kids and stuff, they don't tend to last too long in prison. So.
I'm still absolutely astonished there was no, like, at no point did he ask for any legal advice.
Yeah, he just kind of wrote it out himself, didn't he? Yeah. Which to be fair, is going to tie in to what we're going to be talking about after the break, because I do want to go into the whole confession interrogation stuff. But before we do go to that break, fucking Chris Watts, what a piece of shit.
That cunt. Like, as well, just a little worm.
Yeah.
I think that's the best. That's the best words to describe him. Yeah. Just a little worm.
And that is all he'll be remembered
Maggot.
for. Yeah. Scum. What a wanker. Right, guys, we're gonna go to a break. We're gonna chill down, and then we'll be back with some confession interrogation techniques and what we think of them. Okay, see you after the break. Just to get them to go away, the girl said, okay, yeah, they were there. And then she felt so bad that a few days later, she then redacted that. And anyway, to cut a long story short, the two nephews were released, right? The craziest bit for me, because they were then given, I think, the youngest nephew was given like $900 and something thousand in compensation. And the one who confessed was given like $1.4 million in compensation. The detective that got the false accusation, the false confession, and was really pushing for this girl to incriminate these two innocent lads. At the end of the documentary, they were interviewing him, and he was fucking livid. He was like, I know it was them two, and they're now in their mansions with their $1 million each, and when they should be in prison, blah, blah, blah. When there was never any evidence or anything, it was purely pride that pushed him to accuse them after the 2 actual culprits come forward. And it's just like, what the fuck, man? And it's terrifying.
Yeah.
And if I'm ever in that situation, obviously I'll be innocent because I'm never going to kill anyone. See this in 10 years' time on Twitter, like, he said it. But no, but I'm telling you now, even if I'm in this situation and I'm innocent, right, I am fucking saying no comment till I'm blue in the face, and I'm waiting for legal representation because they almost like. We said it with the Chris Watts case that, you know, they're very nice and stuff when they start up. They almost like befriend you and then start twisting everything you're saying. And even as an innocent person, you're better to kind of look a bit shady and just be like, no comment until my solicitor gets in, no comment. It's absolutely baffling to me. Don't want to get copyright struck on YouTube. But yeah, so that's confession tapes. Yeah. What do you guys? So overall, like, what do you guys think? Is it like, from a moralistic point of view, bearing in mind it's used on innocent people, but is it like for the greater good in the long run?
The greater good.
Yeah, I'm with that.
That's it. You with that?
I'm with. Yeah, use it. Use it. Use it. Yeah. Okay.
Fuck it. Big tick.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you've got to, haven't you?
Yeah. At the end of the day, to be honest, to kind of undermine everything I've just said. if you've got half a brain, just wait for your fucking legal representation.
Yeah.
Then you should be fine.
That's you need your legal rep, don't you?
Yeah.
You just
even if I think people just think, oh, I'm innocent, so there's no way that they're gonna think as me, so I'll just talk to them, and then they just twist it, and the next thing you know.
I was always taught in the underworld, just no comment.
Yeah,
just no comment until we've got like.
Anyone sign up to the Eggy Bandits?
I was then going to say that was the Eggy Bandits mantra. No comment.
On the induction, we're like, look, if you ever get caught, just say no comment.
No comment.
Do you know
Eggy Bandits?
No comment.
Yeah.
With no yoke.
That's it. Oh, dude.
When you see the cops scramble.
Yes. You better watch out, or you're going to get poached.
Oh, mate. No. Oh, God. What?
We ruined it. Right, anyway, serial killers.
Yeah.
I feel like we're going to get like serial killers come after us now because we've been calling them all worms.
We challenge you.
Wake them up a bit.
You call me a worm.
Yeah.
I meant snake.
Yeah.
I was only talking about Ted. Ted's my idol.
Oh God. Oh dear. Yeah, that's Ted. That's Ted Bundy. That is 1946 to 1989. Piece of shit. It's just kind of a running theme for the serial killers. Speaking of pieces of shit, we've got one more for you. Joe Metheny. Now, Joe Metheny is quite a specimen. He has a cool serial killer name. The human hamburger killer. Can you guess what he did? He turned his victims into hamburgers, sold them to people, and people just ate them.
Nice.
Which is absolutely crazy. He was separated from his wife. He was separated from his wife and actually lost custody of his son in a legal battle. Okay. And then she met someone new, and I think he got her onto crack, and then they ended up homeless, and then were living under a bridge with the boy. And then he went after them, couldn't find her or her son, but was in such a rage, these two homeless guys that were in amongst it, he just fucking beat them to death.
So you can look at that two ways. You can look at him like a, crazy murderer, or like a loving father that he just wants to find his son.
I think either way he's a killer.
Yeah. He's definitely.
And the fact he's obviously, I think they said 7 people, didn't it? So he's done it another 5 times.
Yeah, I mean after that,
because he was arrested for the murder of those two, but was released on lack of evidence. So after being released on lack of evidence, he then went on to kill more because apparently he got a bit of a taste for it.
Yeah.
Because wasn't there was
figuratively.
There was three
Yeah.
of them that he killed, and he took the police down to the river to show them where he put them in, but they couldn't find the bodies again.
Yeah.
Because they've only proven 2, haven't they? The 7 that he killed. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's just mad.
But he looks
his method
scary as. There's
Oh
that
my
one
God.
picture where
He does.
oh
Yeah.
my, he looks scary.
He looks
it was
like
like the show.
he looks like a Newcastle fan, doesn't he? Just
The northeast is fucking raging.
The most prolific serial killer of all time was Colombia's Louis Garavito, who was known as La Bestia, also known as the Beast. He apparently killed 100, confirmed, convicted of 138 people, but it is thought that he killed between 172 and 300 plus. Apparently, he targeted homeless or orphaned boys, used disguises, money and candy to lure his victims. He is currently in prison, right, for a 2,600-year sentence. But apparently it is possible for him to be released in 10 to 20 years due to maximum sentence laws and cooperation with the police.
What the fuck?
That's ridiculous, isn't it? That is.
So we're going to give you 2,600 years, but you might get it in 10.
Yeah, that's
What?
absolute. That's an absolute joke. But I do need to give mention to Pedro Lopez, who is number 2. I've done a video on Pedro Lopez. He's again from Colombia, and the scariest thing about Pedro Lopez, the monster of the Andes, who was convicted of 110 people and may well have killed 300 plus. So he could technically also be the number 1. So he targeted young girls, proud markets searching for a look of innocence and beauty. But he was released after serving 20 years, and no one knows where he is. Pedro Lopez could be listening to this podcast right now.
Right, I think there's
one of the most prolific killers of all time is alive and out there.
So Colombia, right? Sort your fucking sentences out.
Yeah,
like if someone's murdered 300 people, and you're going 20 years and you get out,
that's ridiculous, isn't it?
I mean, you just go there. He
served his time.
It's a haven for
It's unreal. It's unreal. You thought they
killers.
peaked with Pablo Escobar. God. Fucking Pedro Lopez.
I know I'm not going on holiday.
Colombia. Fucking
You'd
right.
see that monobrow coming from anywhere, wouldn't you?
So what if you do?
He's still out there.
What, 5 or 10 murders?
Fucking bring it, Pedro.
Probation, 10-month probation.
Yeah, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, you only killed 4. Fucking wasting our time. Yeah,
we're going to caution you. Yeah. Do not do it again.
You're taking a fucking piss.
Yeah.
If I
9.
Seen it, I'd be like, oh, is that the Beast? Oh no, he hasn't killed enough.
Where's number 3 from? He can't be Colombia.
He looks like a librarian.
Pakistan. Okay. Javed Iqbal targeted street children, dissolved bodies in acid to cover up crimes, confessed via letter to a newspaper. Yeah, imagine if the top 3. Number 5's Colombia.
Oh my God. How many has he got? 72.
72, 100, possibly 180. Daniel Camargo Barbosa. But we've got Pakistan and Russia thrown into the top 5.
Top 5, you got 780.
I mean, Colombia have got
people.
a good front 3, haven't they? It's almost as good as Liverpool.
Garavito, Lopez and Barbosa up top.
Barbosa, what did he get? Is he free?
Who, sorry?
Killed in jail by a nephew of one of his victims. Okay, good.
Who's that, sorry?
Number 5, Barbosa.
Barbosa.
Yeah, he's dead.
Barbosa, Lopez and Garavito.
That's mad.
They do sound like
it does sound like a good fucking ultimate team.
Russia number 4, Mikhail Popkov, the werewolf. Used his police uniform to trick female victims he believed to be immoral, motivated by suspicions that his wife committed adultery. Where did he get the werewolf from? That's what I want to know. But can we just have a look at number 10? I don't know why, it's just a nice number, isn't it?
It's a weird motivation, isn't it?
And Natalie on a
Do you reckon he only killed on a full moon?
Maybe.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Maybe.
His wife committed adultery, so he's just going to go and kill a load of other
women that he deems immoral. Very strange. Very, very strange. But this list is... Cool, I'm really testing my eyesight now. smartadvocate.com. So if you guys want to have a look, I think it's a top 100 list. Go and have a little browse of the top 100, or it might be 50 world's most prolific serial killers.
They all look ropey, don't they?
They all look.
Number 8.
Look at number 9. Look at number 9. Andre Chikatilo.
Wait, scroll down quickly on
the Red Ripper.
Is there any who don't look like murderers?
Any
all
that
of them.
Willie Picton doesn't look like a murderer.
Fucking hell. He looks like someone out of Wrong Turn.
He does, yeah. He is proper Wrong Turn. Mark Wahlberg next to Willie Picton.
Oh dear. I mean, there's safe to say there are some characters.
Gary. I've not many serial killers called Gary, aren't there?
Gary Ridgway. Glenady. Oh, Soviet Union. I thought that was a strange name.
Louis Walsh.
Or like Rodney from Only Fools and Horses.
Right? Yeah. I thought that as well.
Oh, there's a Vera on there. Vera the Black Widow. Poisoned male lovers and husbands with arsenic. Kept her victims in unburied zinc-lined coffins. She confessed she liked to sit in her armchair among them, surrounded by all of her former lovers. And she killed 35 people. Fucking hell. And that was between 1920 and 1930. So she killed 30. She's killing 3.5 people a year. That's mad. Just sat there, chilling with the coffins. Do you think she ever opened them up?
Vera. What's she got in her hair? Loads of little butterflies or something.
I think they're just scrunchies. Well, that's what you took from that.
I was just thinking, could she entice me in? What a butterfly.
They look like Ted Bundy. Socks around her head.
She's actually joint 24th with Ted Bundy. There we go. That's interesting. That is very interesting.
Don't write her off.
That's it.
We've got Vera.
John Wayne Gacy.
Some of these, mate.
That guy, he hasn't even got a name. He's just question mark.
Vulgar maniac.
Yeah. What did he do?
32 people he killed. He killed 32 people in a year between 2011 2012.
Oh, shit.
Fuck. And they still, what, is he still out?
I don't know. Some suspect the killer has returned after disappearing. He's still out there.
So is that like a police, what do they call it?
Oh, like a mock-up thing. Yeah. Mad. But yeah, there are some absolute characters on here, guys. So definitely take a look. Definitely take a look.
He looks like Nate Diaz. De Brito.
That's it.
Fucking murdered Conor McGregor.
He did. And now he's on the streets.
Have a quick scroll down just to...
Yeah, let's have a little...
Quick one,
look at gangster Fritz Harman. He looks like a proper 40s gangster. Ronald Dominique.
Mate, how old's he? Next to him, 46. He looks about 12.
Oh, yeah.
He's killed 23 people. Between 1991 to 1992.
That's the thing, though. You never know. Yeah. You look at all these people.
Youth gang leader who murdered taxi drivers and gay men. He was murdered by unknown assailants after being released from prison. Sorry, first of all, he's killed 23 people in a year in Ecuador. How has he been released from prison?
Prison system's a bit ropey.
Is this top 50, Ben?
I think it is. Yeah, top. Yeah. Mad.
We're done.
But there we go.
It could be a different... It could
simulation.
Be a different,
It's probably not, but yeah.
Oh, trust me, it is.
Oh, here we go.
So this simulation theory it's been doing the rounds for quite a while now.
Right.
And basically it is that the Earth, as we know it, is actually a test.
Oh.
So we're in a simulation which is a test. And depending on how well you do within this simulation test, deciphers on what simulation you go into next.
Okay.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah, so you're being tested.
Pre-sim.
Now, some information I'm going to share with you now, which could actually get me in a lot of trouble. I've done a lot of research.
This could give you a shit next simulation.
It could. Now,
it comes back as a frog.
In this simulation, there's a top secret book, which is available out there.
For most retailers.
And within this book, there's a cheat code.
Oh.
And within this cheat code, it can let you know which simulation you will go into next. And this book is called the Bible.
Oh damn! He's done us. So the next simulation is heaven or hell, isn't it?
There we go.
Oh, he's done us.
There you go.
Now this simulation that we are in
oh my God.
was created by a man called God.
I can't actually believe I've just been completely just
The
duped.
Westboro Church are livid right now.
I thought I had to snazz it up a bit.
That's brilliant.
No, I
well
like
in. Well in.
Do we have any believers in this simulation theory?
So run it by me. So
The Bible.
the Bible.
Run that by me.
Just explain Christianity for us, please.
So I'm trying to get my head around it.
Sum it up in 2 words.
That's what I mean. I
interesting.
don't believe in any religion. I just sort of create my own beliefs in life. But like saying a prayer for me, it's not like I'm not asking, God or the geezer up there but like kind of asking myself. I'm kind of just throwing, dear Lord, please help me get through this next month or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like you're putting it out there, aren't you? And you're like,
To the universe.
you can always
Energy.
you can always if you're having a bad day, you can think, well, I chuck that prayer out there and that's what's going to get me through.
No, most definitely.
And it's like I say, I think there's things that you can do as a human, like I say, believing in stuff, believing in yourself.
Yeah.
And I say, I think other religions will use that and say, oh, that's God helping you.
But actually,
it's
there's almost like a God within your own subconscious.
everywhere. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? But like if you if you believe in it, if whether it's God, whatever you believe in, like as long as you believe, like it'll get you through. We'll get you through.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what, like I say, it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's a placebo effect or whatever.
Even if you don't believe in something, if you can still have it, you can believe in like energy and still have a good moral compass. Like,
that's what I mean. Yeah.
I know. I don't know. It's a bit
being
of
a good person. Not to get into heaven. Just be a fucking good person.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You can believe in a religion and still do horrible shit.
Yeah,
and
of
you
course.
can not believe in anything and still be a stand-up.
But that's always
citizen.
you can always if there's rules written, there's ways around the rules.
100%,
and it's like if you just like I say, be a good person and like I say,
don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick.
Just don't be a dick.
Yeah. And
but you can believe it. Like this is what I say. Like I believe that there is a high being out there.
Yeah, I believe in energy.
Energy. Just be a fucking good person.
Yeah.
We know what's right and we know what's wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
And
and you don't need a Catholic priest to tell you that and then molest people. So there you go.
There's some very passionate people that believe the Earth is definitely flat. So I'm gonna get a little video up. There's a guy called Mad Mike. Now, what I found in my research is that the people that do believe the Earth is flat, they're not always like the most sane.
They tend to have names like Mad Mike.
So Mad Mike, he builds homemade rockets to fly up into space, I guess, if he thinks it's space.
The ionosphere.
To prove that the Earth is flat. So, we'll show a video now. These rockets are fast as fuck.
Fast fuck boy.
Well, let's get one up. This is one of my. This is one of Mike's. Throw it up, Ben. If you can we show it on it?
Yeah.
So this might be the
fair use.
I was going to build it up, but I think this is the one where it's fatal. So Mike did die.
What?
Yeah,
he's on the rocket.
He's on the rocket. Is in there.
What?
That's his parachutes.
Oh no!
So yeah.
Fucking hell.
That's his parachutes. He's done this many times. He did do this many times, and that's Mike.
Oh my god!
That's Mike.
That's Mike.
Flat Earther. That's
Christ, man.
Rest in peace.
Oh my god!
Rest in peace. No, I feel sorry for Mike. But I don't understand why he didn't put a camera. Just use a camera.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
I love how the next video that come in was SpaceX rocket.
Elon Musk.
This guy did it properly.
But like Mike, he gone up a lot of.
It's launched out of the back of a flatbed, for fuck's sake.
No, he made them. Homemade.
Fucking hell.
Like he didn't learn from his mistakes. He'd done it a lot of times. The first time I think he had a hard landing and it was an ambulance. He almost died the first time.
Hard landing.
He's gone up with so much force that the parachute has decided
Jordan's gone.
to stay.
He went that fast at the back.
Even the parachute was scared of that rocket.
The parachute.
Even the thing, right? You're a parachute, right? The one thing you can do is land safely, and even you as a parachute went fuck that.
I can't wait.
You're on your own. You're on your own, Mike.
Oh, sorry, Mike. Sorry, Mad Mike. We're gonna have a minute.
This first bit of evidence is
Fuck me. Sorry.
So
truly
I'm so sorry.
impactful.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that.
Oh, the launch success. Yeah.
Probably should have started with this one.
So did he go up so he could look to see?
Sorry, that is what is getting me. Why did he need to go on the rocket?
Put a fucking camera on it. Put a GoPro. Mate, you can get
You can
Hot air balloon. Hot air balloon.
He can build a rocket. Technically, he's a rocket scientist. You know that saying, "Oh, it's not rocket science," because rocket science is so hard.
Very difficult.
He's a fucking rocket scientist. He doesn't understand the concept of a GoPro. That's unbelievable.
So at that point now, is he looking out, going right? I need to check whether it's curved, whether.
Yeah, he wants to get. He just wants to look.
Now this is where the research starts. This is like, he's looking out.
But you can even see. I don't know. Yeah.
He needs to try. He strikes me as the kind of guy who wouldn't trust anything that is captured on a camera.
Yes, I think that's right. I think he could be like, well, they might have interfered with it. I need to see it for myself.
Yeah, but go up in a balloon, mate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go up in
To
a
be
balloon.
fair, mad respect for building like a series of rockets, not just one, because this is obviously a thing he's done
for
multiple
having
times.
the gumption to do this.
Have the fucking absolute
I'm so
stone.
sorry.
But the power in the rockets was insane.
You could see that. Ooh, I need to start. I need to calm down.
Fucking parachute just went, nah,
That's-
not for me.
He should have taken out of Elon's buff. Elon didn't go up, did he, in his first couple of rockets because they all failed.
Well, you do,
He
multiple
did some
tests.
tests. Yeah.
So he
But that's
doesn't,
got
he
his
doesn't trust cameras.
But he gets someone to film it though.
Oh, parachute! It's a shame.
It's the yeah.
It is. I'm sorry.
So where was the parachute
sorry.
just strapped to him?
I don't know.
I don't even know how the parachute's
don't know.
got
Not for long.
Yeah, it blew.
for about 3 or 4 seconds.
Cool. Yeah. So rest in peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mad
Anyway,
Mike.
right, let's get back into this.
Get back into
So
yes. So I watched a few debates with flat earthers and scientists. I was just trying to find some credible information, and I was looking. I just couldn't find anything. But so basically, you put it into YouTube, which is my source of information. Every video comes up. It's kind of like a joke about the flat Earth.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then I was like, do you know what? Flat Earthers, they're getting a hard time.
Yeah.
Very, very hard time. Like I know it's a little bit of a crazy theory, but until 200-300 years ago, we all believed it.
Yeah.
We were so all religions, all the religions thought the Earth was flat, pretty much. Because why wouldn't you?
I'm going to go out on a whim that I think that there is more chance of us being in a simulation than God existing. I would say.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I agree with that, obviously. Jimmy?
bollocks. No, I'm joking. No, I'm a strong believer of the simulation theory. I do like it. It's a good one.
Yeah,
I'm a fan.
I'm a fan. After watching Matrix and just watching Elon Musk, yeah, I'm all in.
Yeah.
I think the probability, if not now, it will happen in the future anyway.
Yeah.
In 10,000 years, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
So like, why? If it's going to happen,
Then it could already be happening.
It could be happening. So
Yeah.
I'm down.
We're all simulation
100% in.
theory.
So basically, I don't even have to put a cake for it.
Yeah, that's it. And we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Now, what you got? What's the
Well,
case?
my evidence is basically a scientific publication.
Oh.
And basically it includes a group of scientists coming to the conclusion that it's almost a 50-50 chance
I'd buy
that
that.
we are living in a simulation.
50-50.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I'll just read you this.
Do it.
Now, Scientific American is a publication where this is obviously publicised.
Yeah, shout out.
So a quick shout out to them. Some scientists now reckon the odds of our lives being nothing more than a simulated program are equivalent to that of a coin toss.
That's insane.
Toss a coin to your Witcher.
That's
Great song.
Great song. 2019.
That's
Track of the
it.
year.
To be precise, Scientific American specified the odds of 50.222 to 49.777. So 52
In favour.
50 in favour not.
Oh, okay. So
And 47,
just
49.
under.
But it's basically 50-50.
Yeah. Mad.
So basically what they're saying is there's a whole like massive list of things they reel off, but I'll just give you like a basic synopsis of it.
Yeah.
They quote a previous scientist called Nick Bostrom, who did a paper in 2003 titled "Are We Living in a Computer Simulation?" And they quoted him, and he says, "I argue to at least one of the following propositions is true." Bostrom wrote this in his paper. 1. The human species is very likely to become extinct before reaching post-human stage. I'm not quite sure what post-human stage means.
Is that like where we kind of transcend our bodies? Do you know what I mean? And like energy and all that kind of thing.
That's
or like
what
merge with
I kind of
AI,
imagine it being,
shit like that.
Yeah. 2, he says, any post-human civilization is extremely unlikely to run a significant number of simulations of its evolutionary history or variations thereof. 3, we are almost certainly living in a computer simulation. It follows that the belief that there is a significant chance that we shall one day become post-humans who run ancestor simulations is false, unless we are currently living in a simulation. So what they're basically saying is that if there is a point where humanity says we're actually got to the technical ability to create a simulation, he doesn't think that we live in a simulation. But,
wait, what? Hang on. Yeah.
Right. So what he basically believes is if we have the technology available to create a simulation, he doesn't think we live in a simulation. But if he thinks we never reach that point, then we are in a simulation.
Right. I get it.
Fuck,
I get it.
Yeah. So,
it's very hipster.
It is.
That's mad. So we'd never reach that point because we're already in one. So why would we put ourselves in a simulation? Is that what we're saying?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
It fucks with
error 404. Error 404. They'll never. The simulation would never allow us to be able to put.
Yes. So if we reach a point where we've created, we can now go into simulations, guys. Therefore, we're not in a simulation.
Yeah.
Right. But if in this reality we never get to that point, then we are in one.
Then we're in one.
Fucking hell.
That's it.
Fucking hell.
That's
You worded it a lot better than me.
That took me a minute.
Yeah.
That's smart though.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck it. But this week, of course, I'm joined by Dan. I'm joined by Jimmy. And we're joined by Neil.
Fucking hate you. Just for the record, not my name. Well, it's my middle name.
It's your middle name. It's
but no one addresses me as it, so cheers for that, you absolute cunt. Let's move on.
All right, Neil, calm down. I think they should have to fight. I think the two should have to have a ruck and fight it out. And then that way, imagine if there was an absolute tank like Tyson Fury was the Prime Minister. Right? You couldn't be like, everyone's always there like, oh, he talks shit, he does this, he does that.
Yeah.
It's like, we'll go and fight him. and it's like, they wouldn't. Then it's like, well, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Done.
That's it.
Finished.
That is how.
It always just seems outdated.
Yeah.
There's no one. You need someone cool coming through. Like Kanye is apparently running for president. Where's our Kanye in the UK?
Yeah. Oh dear, come on, Ed. Come on, Ed Sheeran, step up to the plate.
I think if
on the political
he'd be all right,
rally.
Ed Sheeran.
Yeah, he gets some votes, won't he?
I'd vote for him.
There you go. That's it. Okay, here we go. We'll do one more before the break. Let's take a look.
Okay, so my question's for Dan and Jimmy, and I was wondering how you made Horrible Jack. Was it like Jeff Bezos in his garage, or did your parents make it with you or something like that? You know? Thank you.
Oh, legend.
Lozzie's a paedophile.
I knew it was coming. For fuck's sake. Every time. That's Ben Ixer, everyone. If you all go give some shit. No, don't worry.
Fucking brilliant.
Every single time.
It was going to be so. It was just too.
I was waiting for it. I was like, that's not that bad. So I was like, hang on, he hadn't actually fucking ended the video yet.
By the way, that's a joke. Lawrence is not a paedophile.
Neil's the paedophile.
Ripple's a rich man's flake.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So they could, you've got
a touch more class.
Flake,
the billionaire flake.
Yeah, you don't get a 99 with a Ripple, do you?
Yeah, you got.
Oh, fucking hell, mate!
You know the ice cream fella's gone out.
That'd be like the.
I really want an ice cream now.
Ripple with a Ripple.
The 199.
Yeah. But is it funny with chocolate, right? I was saying this to a mate the other day. Like, so like your Cadbury's, like you got your chocolate bar, your standard blocky bar, and then you've got buttons, which is the same chocolate but in a circle.
Yeah.
Then you've got a Whisper, which is the same chocolate with air.
Yeah.
And then you've got it's all the same chocolate, but they're just fucking spinning it like
different shapes.
The other chocolate has no air.
Yeah, no.
Can we just make that clear?
You've got 12, which is
it is
the same chocolate, but with air, but in a different shape.
And then you just go fuck off to Aero, and this makes the air even more than the actual chocolate.
All of them taste different, because sometimes I'm on the button vibe, but I don't want a block of chocolate.
the button vibe.
Do you know what I mean?
I'm vibing these.
And then I'm like, I could murder a Whisper, but I'm not. I can't.
Hey mate, I'm on the bottom valve. Chuck over covered in buttons, man. Oh, not on my block. No blocks on the block.
Oh, dude. The button vibe. I love it.
So that's going to go on a t-shirt. Button vibe. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just want a pack of buttons. Yeah.
What about a fade? Do you reckon? I reckon a fade on.
Fade.
I think a fade would be nice. I think a fade would. Yeah, definitely.
I
think a fade always works.
What do you think about fades now?
I've hated this podcast from the fucking get-go. All right. Don't like fades. As soon as you said
Why don't you like fades?
As soon as you said fade, I looked at the camera, right, because I knew it was coming.
Yeah.
What about a fade? Do you reckon? I reckon a fade on.
Fade.
I think a fade would be nice. I think a fade would. Yeah, definitely. I think a fade always works.
What do you think about fades now?
I've hated this podcast from the fucking get-go. All right. Don't like fades. As soon as you said
Why don't you like fades?
As soon as you said fade, I looked at the camera, right, because I knew it was coming.
Okay, we're back with the emails now, although the last one was a bit of a hybrid. I appreciate that. Craig is coming in and says, quick one. Just want your opinion. Quick one. Just want your opinion on eating ass. A girl who sometimes see if I'm that horny and desperate, I will go see. But last time she wanted me to eat her ass, and personally I found it pippin', but she is hot. Just want a second opinion, TY. So from what I can gauge, he's got a bit of a fuck buddy. She wants him to eat her ass.
Yeah.
What are we saying?
Mate, if she's hot, then
what
she's
was
hot.
He found a pip in it. Is it?
I don't know, yeah. Found a little nugget. He found a little nugget
Piping.
down there.
I found it piping.
Oh, right. Scotty Pippin's come up. Fuck's sake.
She was pippin', man.
Oh. What does that mean? She was underpaid. That's all I got from the Scotty Pippen reference.
I love the fact we have to Google all his.
Yeah, we're not down with Craig's anal journey. So listen, I'm gonna put myself out there. All right, just fucking get on with it, mate. Do you know what I mean? We're only here once. Eat some ass.
He could eat shit.
Yeah, get a fun baby wipe down there first.
Yeah, I was going to say,
cleanse the area,
make sure it's sterilised,
and then go for it.
You don't want to get pink eye, Craig.
That's it. You do want to watch out for that. Any stray follicles.
Be careful being horny and desperate.
Yes, could end up.
She could have you doing anything, mate.
Yeah,
I like the way
could be a baby
spelt,
trapping
I like the way
situation.
he spelt hot.
Yeah, the
Hot, yeah.
H-A-W-T.
Love it.
Yeah, but listen,
Is that definitely she's hot, or is that it could be another lingo for like?
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
semi.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
she's all right. She's all right.
semi-hot.
But yeah, no, I just fucking go for it. You know what I mean?
Second
She's got a
opinion.
hairy ass and warts on a twat. That's what it says.
What did you just say?
Hairy ass and warts on a twat.
Where the fuck did that come from?
H-A-W-T.
Oh, very good. Sorry, I thought, what the
Sorry,
fuck?
sorry about the level of intellectuals on this.
Yeah, I thought you were
They'll get
reading
to my
between
level.
some
Lozzie's
fucking lines.
up here.
Yes.
Oh man,
I've got the
It's
fucking Neuralink.
Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, that's it. I've said my piece. What do you guys think? What are you saying? Yes or no?
Mate,
I
fuck
think
it.
just fucking go.
Literally.
Tongue between the cheeks or run for the streets?
Whatever makes her happy, mate.
There you go.
That's it.
Jimmy's on board.
Happy wife, happy life.
That's
I
it.
like it.
Oh dear. Bit of mouthwash, you'll be fine, son. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Should we leave it there?
Get stuck in, son.
Get stuck in.
Get
Lozzie,
stuck
go.
in.
What are you saying?
Oh, I'd fucking go for it, mate. If it's do you know what I mean? Just absolutely fucking go to town on that fucking ass.
Scotty Pippen, that bitch.
Devour. Right, next one, please. Well, that just said, according to this, aspartame actually increases your chances of type 2 diabetes. So what's the point in having the sugar-free?
Yeah.
Also, as well, the sweetener makes
Allegedly,
you bloated,
possibly, maybe.
doesn't it? It gets you really bloated, and it actually makes you put on more weight. Than
Really?
Mate,
the normal, it makes you put on more weight than the normal Coca-Cola.
Something that
I feel
sweet
sick.
having no calories. It doesn't add up, does it?
Yeah, no, it's very true. That is very true.
But I do
Aspartame
like a
tastes-
Diet Coke. I actually prefer the taste.
Yeah, I prefer the
same.
taste of Diet
Yeah.
Coke. Yeah, I do. Jimmy's fuming.
Is that too?
It's absolutely
How
rubbish.
did you start fucking
normal
throwing punches?
Coca-Cola is so.
It just walks out the podcast.
That's yours, isn't
I'm
it?
done.
No, is that yours?
No, that was just on the table when we come in.
I think I drank that the other day.
Sponsored. I'm sponsored.
Imagine the
right.
scenes.
Sponsored
Imagine
by
the scenes.
the full sugar
This,
Coke.
yeah. Then this side of the table's that. But
They're actually two separate companies, allegedly.
oh, no, that's good. You just blew my fucking mind.
Two brothers.
So with aspartame,
Pepsi
they
owner.
found a link. They found a link between an increased body weight and waist circumference and a regular intake of these sweeteners. So it's all a fucking lie.
There we go, mate.
Your whole life, fucking my mic arms, and they twatted me in the chin. My the whole sugar-free angle being better for you.
This is
which
what I'm
how I've
saying.
been
If
living
anyone's
for the
drinking
last-
it because they think,
Yeah. Don't drink it for health reasons.
If it's for
Yeah.
taste,
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Diet.
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah,
mate.
no.
There's
Yeah.
if
nothing
it's for
diet
taste,
about it.
if you
Yeah.
prefer the taste of Diet Coke, fair play. But if
You're thinking,
because
Is this a potential lawsuit coming our way?
I don't know. No, we're just spitting facts. Yeah, I might butcher this, and I know we've got Ben there, so I could easily research this. But I'm going to go out on a whim anyway.
doing it.
I believe Des Nilsson's sister, certainly someone who knew Des Nilsson, has come out and said that David Tennant's performance is literally like looking at a ghost of Des. It was that accurate and that spot on.
do you think it's a bit out of order though that this guy's killed all these people and
that's all
they're
of them,
like and they're making
That's what
they're
happened.
kind of making their name, aren't they?
I did think about that. Was one thing, but that's
Because
the
like,
same.
if they just did a program on like a murderer who's killed some people and it was made up.
But all serial killers, there's films about all of them. And
That's what I'm saying.
We're,
I
like,
feel
fascinated, aren't we?
like that's what they want.
Yeah,
Because there's got to be
100%. Yeah.
Sounds ridiculous. Well, it doesn't sound ridiculous. There's got to be a certain point, right? Because I think they said in the show, or it might have been I was watching Criminal, it's one of the two. But basically, for you to be classed as a serial killer, you have to kill 3 or more people.
Okay.
This sounds awful, but there has to have been some serial killers out there that have maybe done 3 and thought, right, well, if I go to prison now, I'm fucked, obviously, never coming back out. And in the grand scheme of things, compared to other serial killers, 3's not that much. Yeah. So do I just go all fucking going out and really make it, and then become like a legend within the fucking true crime, kind of era? So that begs the question, like, because you saw, obviously it's a recreation, but it's based on what happened, and they actually did use news footage
they did.
From the time. The fucking hysteria in the media around this guy, they bigged them up so much. You saw in interviews where he was so elated, is probably the wrong term, but so excited by the prospect of being in the newspaper. He asked for newspaper clippings of himself and stuff, didn't he? And they give these people notoriety, and it has to be, surely, because of the narcissism involved in serial killers, there has to be a level of motivation, whether it be, or obviously unintentionally, from the media, from journalists, from us as people who fucking have this weird fascination with them.
Well, he said he would have done hundreds.
Yeah, that bit at the end is fucking brilliant.
And also,
if you hadn't stopped me.
If there's a bit in it where he phoned Dino-Rod, he phoned the Drains company.
Yeah.
So he kept
But that's
phoning
why I
them
don't get
to
it,
call
but
up. So he was basically grassing himself up. To get caught, to end the process and just be like, I've done. It was flippant, like throughout the whole, wasn't he? How many people it killed? He's like, it might be 12, might be 15. I did this.
See, this is what I struggled with as well, because obviously in the trial, the whole thing is, I forget what the actual term is, but basically reduced responsibility, diminished responsibility because he was insane was his defense, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And he got found not guilty on that. But he was insane.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking hell. Like, you think about what the guy did, killing people, putting them in the chair next to him, sat next to them for days on end, watching TV, having conversations with them, then storing them in your floorboards and stuff. That's obviously not of a sane mind person. But also how...
Yeah, but then just killing someone isn't a sane act, is it? You can't, so it's like it's basically saying that anyone who murders is like insane. It's like, well, no, you're a murderer, whether you're insane or not.
There are crimes of passion, aren't there? Which it's like,
I think you get manslaughter for that.
And manslaughter as well. But if I think with him,
I don't like if you're killing that many people, like there's no you should go down for it.
Yeah, that's a fascinating conversation in itself with psychopaths. Is it nature? Is it nurture? Are you born with it? Is it your environment that causes it? I mean, I'm sure there are psychologists out there that are far more qualified than myself that don't even know the answer to that.
If you
I would probably say it's a bit of both.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, because I think sure, I refuse to believe that you are just born evil. And that if you say, okay, let's for argument's sake, it's nature. So you are born a psychopath, evil, etc. If you put that baby in an environment where they're like wrapped up in cotton wool, they'll never see anything bad or anything like that, I refuse to believe they would turn out to kill people. Do you know what I mean?
I watched another program once, and it was about this thing called the killing gene, and apparently a lot of like murderers and stuff have this gene within their body that like other people don't have.
Yeah.
But like also there's people, the guy who did the research on the people with the killing gene, and he noticed that all these murderers had this gene, and then he done a test on himself one day and he had it.
No way.
And it like flipped the program around, and he was
oh
like,
my God.
Fuck. But it was like, he was saying because he'd had a good upbringing. Like obviously it would never been triggered.
Yeah.
But like he then started to like ask all his family and stuff about like his personality and stuff, and they was all like, yeah, you could definitely be a murderer if like they could see him as being a murderer if he like had a bad upbringing.
So that's basically the argument for both then. So it's nature, but also nurture is.
That's what I mean.
What could trigger it. So it's there. It's like they're dormant. That's fascinating.
Yeah.
I wonder if I've got it. Oh. test for it?
I don't know. I mean, well,
I don't. We can't even get corona tests.
Did you see? This is such a tangent. I don't watch not dating. I don't watch like TV. I might just do Netflix and stuff. But EastEnders went on a hiatus because of Corona, and they brought it back as season 2 of EastEnders.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
The first season is like 2,000 episodes. They're like season 2. It's like, fuck off. Yeah.
Oh mate, so that's what we got, another 2,000 episodes.
Yeah, for season 2.
When they brought it back in though, is Corona part of the program, or have they just like?
I'm not sure.
Do you know what I mean?
I'm not sure.
Phil working around
Yeah,
with
you would.
fucking
You would
Facebook.
just to reflect.
Danny Dyer in the pub with his PPE.
Danny Dyer.
Sorry, you got to close
One in,
at
one
10.
Oh my god! Fucking dot in the laundrette, kicking off because the person's coming without a mask on. Fucking hell!
She'd be making a killing, wouldn't she? Cleaning all the corona off all the clothes.
That's it. Yeah.
Dark now should be what's the word when they're
Ancient.
very old? No, I mean, you have to like self-isolate. It should be self.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah,
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 should be
yeah.
self-isolated.
In the laundrette.
Who's running the laundrette?
She'd have a mask
All these
with a
questions.
little gap for her cigarette.
Oh dear. Yeah.
Oh, we should do a full episode on EastEnders.
What is-
just like all the key moments, mate.
I've not watched it for so long.
Yeah, we'll
I
take
know.
it back to when you did. I reckon you stopped watching football at the same time. Dan's still living in like the
One of the last ones I watched was because you know the opening shot of like it's above London, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then they had to update it because the Millennium Dome.
Oh yeah.
So that's where I'm at.
20 years ago.
Where's that? 20.
Fucking hell.
I'm up to the Millennium Dome episodes.
Nice.
Season 1.
That's epic.
Was it that just made you stop watching it? Dan was like, they're making too many changes here. They put the Millennium
Phil
Dome.
Mitchell had hair.
Yeah, Grant's still in it, isn't he? He's still rocking it.
Fucking hell. Oh man. Just because you've said his name, Grant, Ross Kemp.
Ross Kemp.
Some of the shit he's done.
Oh no.
Fucking hell. I love Ross Kemp on gangs and that.
I thought you were going to say Ross Kemp on Cat. That's an interesting
Season
show.
2.
Just him as like,
I'm in a KO. Cyclist, it's red. Cyclist comes up beside me and then just fucking goes left. So I'm like, whoa, right? So you want to be on the fucking road, yeah? You want to be an inconvenience for everyone to have to overtake, but you don't want to have to abide by the traffic lights.
All right, Des, calm down.
Wanker. If I ever become a serial killer, you know what I'm thinking about. That's a joke.
The cyclist. Duty Rhino.
I'm trying to think of a smart tag. Give me a title in the comments for a
it's got
cyclist
like a
serial
pile
killer.
of like bloody lycra in a fucking corner.
yeah, and spokes.
Psychopath. Psychopath.
Psychopath killer.
How much? Right,
only
if they banned it, like banned Coca-Cola chocolate, how much?
Oh, mate.
How much
The black
would you
market.
pay
Yeah.
for a chocolate
Yeah,
bar?
yeah.
If it was like, if someone was like, right, if you can't get chocolate bars anymore,
Yeah.
15 quid for a whisper.
All day.
Yeah.
All
You're
day,
gonna pay it,
mate.
ain't you?
You're paying 40 quid a gram for Smarties.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? You would though, wouldn't you?
But there'd be a whole
Guess
illegal
your
black
point.
market, wouldn't there? Of like guys like, I can get it up.
Yeah.
My missus makes them.
And what are they cutting it with? What are they cutting
Oh, you fucking cut it with Smarties. Oh, I thought it was Skittles.
I've gone full cocoa. I am buzzing.
We're going to get to a point where like...
drug dealers boasting about the cocoa level of their chocolate.
It's from the source, mate. I've been over.
Yeah. Straight from the beans. Quality. Oh dear.
I don't cut it with nothing.
Oh mate, that's it. That is
all the
potential reality.
This
all the house music listeners on Skittles, and they just you know they'll be on the
Just got a
Skittles.
sugar high. Oh man!
Imagine the level we get to where drugs, like actual drugs, become cheaper
than the sweets.
Smart.
Yeah.
Do you think?
Because the thing is, you got to get them for your kids and that. So there's more, demand.
A couple of fucking crack rocks.
But if they banned chocolate, do you reckon it would be more like used than normal drugs?
I mean, you'd think so, wouldn't you?
People start rolling it up.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah,
Just sounds like them
Someone would be like
chocolate cigarettes that you used to get as a kid.
someone's like, I've got a gram of Charlie, but like, I don't care.
I've gone I did an exercise in the army. I was like 2 weeks away, so I didn't have any chocolate for 2 weeks, and I have chocolate every day.
Yeah.
And mate, I was ratty. I literally, I feel like I need a bar of chocolate a day.
Yeah.
Some people don't. Some people are absolutely fine.
It's probably the sugar content that you're addicted to,
Yeah.
and then getting rid of that is it's a fucking.
I mean, I have a Twix for breakfast, so.
No, you didn't. Oh my fucking god!
Genuinely.
I need help.
The thing is, though, I don't care.
I do it and I don't care. So judge me.
I do it. Do you know what I mean? I'll have a Twix for breakfast. I like
This
it.
is me. That's what you
if
get.
it kills
Take
me,
it or leave it.
I went out happy.
Fucking take it or leave it.
That's got to go on a t-shirt.
Oh my fucking god!
I love a Twix.
Twix for breakfast, man. Caramel for breakfast.
Usually, until we're very reactive as humans, until something goes wrong, we can't learn from our mistakes.
Yeah.
Like, it's clearly what's happening at the moment, isn't
Yeah,
it? We're
yeah.
not until something goes wrong, until it actually affects
Like
our
tits
lives.
up
It's
wrong,
just
yeah.
like, I mean, it's not going to happen in our lifetime.
Yeah, exactly. I
And
think
it's
that's the
like-
attitude of a lot of people.
Yeah.
Even
so
when,
many people think
even
that.
when we know it's
Yeah.
happening, we just wait until, like say, it affects everybody and goes past that tipping point, which I don't know if it has or not, but I imagine we're close to the.
But I think as you get
Apparently so.
older in life, you do start to think more about.
Yeah.
You start to think less about yourself and more about like
Yeah.
your
generations.
you have
100%.
grandchildren and stuff, and it's like I'm sure Big Dave, that's the kind of point of life he's at.
Yeah,
where
I mean,
he's like-
especially him, because obviously the whole point is, if anyone has seen this shit firsthand, it is him, because he has gone all around the world. He has seen all the wilderness. He has seen how much life there is out there. And then as he's got older and older, has seen it just diminish and diminish and diminish.
He loves letting you know, doesn't he?
He does. He's like,
Always keeps you updated.
I had an amazing 20s.
It was the best life anyone has ever had.
Ever. Yes.
Yeah.
I was showing people sloths. No one knew what a fucking sloth was. I was showing the people the sloths. It's like, okay, we get it. You were filming the sloths.
I was flying in private jets, fucking up the atmosphere.
Way before you.
I've
started it.
And now I want to change things. So, maybe stop travelling around the world on a jet. I'm joking,
He's a
David.
national treasure.
Yeah, he does it.
Doesn't sound like it.
We've lost the APMA fans. We've
That's
lost
it.
everyone.
We're so
20 minutes
sorry.
in and we're done.
People, new listeners have clicked on this like, oh, nice. Sort of like a
I love
commentary
David
on the-
Attenborough. I love podcasts.
Yeah, this is going to be amazing.
You won't learn anything from this segment.
Yeah.
You will from the
No.
documentary.
Yeah.
But 700 different trees in. I can't remember the space, but it was small.
Yeah.
700 different types of trees in a rainforest in a small space.
It's insane, isn't it?
We've come in and absolutely fucked it, haven't we?
Oh,
we-
completely. We've taken 3 trillion trees, which is half of the
world's.
fucking rainforest is gone.
I actually
'Cause of
heard
us.
a conspiracy.
Oh,
It was
rainforests
like-
don't exist.
No, it was
Trees are flat.
basically it was because of the trees are flat. No, because the carbon's gone up so high,
Yeah.
and we've damaged the atmosphere so much. Like the government have had to come in and they've had to come out with something like a virus or something to keep us indoors, and to like bring down the population without having to kill mass murder people, right? And actually they're actually trying to save the universe by doing this thing, and like
Boris Johnson is Captain America.
yeah.
Still worse to be done. That makes sense.
And like, stopping people from going out driving, doing all that sort of stuff. And it's like a thing like
get them on lockdown.
Like get them on lockdown, and like let's like if we have to kill businesses and whatever happens, to save the planet basically, because otherwise they're doing it for the human race. Now there's a lot of questions in there. Yeah, but I mean, if you found out they was doing it because of that, what would your opinion?
I'd be better. I'd be like, well, this is a better reason.
Yeah, I feel like they'd have a better rep as well. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, if they're just like, look, we're sorry, we're going to put in martial fucking law. If you go outside your houses, you'll be shot because we've fucked the earth that much, it just needs a break. All right, fair enough. Don't give me the whole someone's eating a bat across the world and blah, blah, blah. Do you know what I mean? But it's fascinating. It is.
Can you imagine Boris as fucking Captain America? Just like, Avengers, assemble.
That's good.
Ben has brought up a horrifying fucking stat. As if you're not depressed enough at home right now, listening to this podcast. Now, unbelievably, more than 200,000 acres of rainforest are burned every day. Jesus. That is more than 150 acres lost every minute of every day and 78 million acres lost every year. Wow.
That is mad, isn't it?
That is sobering. I
mean, it's shit, but that's quite a high output. You got to give a hand it to us, do you know what I mean? We're fucking up quick. We're getting shit done.
We're going to do something. We're going to do it well.
It's like it usually takes 100 million years to get rid of species.
We're doing it.
Mate, we'll have that done in decades. Give us a few thousand years, mate. We're on it.
Fucking
we are
hell.
Smashing that step.
I think some of the stuff, like you mentioned, the grants for. It's all right. Don't worry about it.
Oh, Neil.
Right. Neil. Is this even episode? Where is this episode going to be in the timeline?
I can't. I don't want to. Oh God, I can't.
I'll let you guys. I'll let the other guys explain because I fell asleep for like several minutes. Yeah. Once the doom and gloom stuff was out of the way, I just thought that was it. I accepted the fact we were going to die.
David Attenborough, the speech of his life, right? Literally, the world is about to end. And Lozzie was just like...
Nah, I'm done. Switch me off. I come back for some of it. It was quite pleasant. But on the whole, I was like, I actually preferred the Doomsday stuff. So I'll see you in a bit.
Oh, sorry, it's just because you were it's just because... It's just because you were reviewing the whole...
It's almost as funny as when that guy died.
It was the parachute,
R.I.P. Mad Mike.
It was the parachute. But yeah, nah, sorry.
What I was going to say...
Yeah, go on.
Actually, I can't remember. But I can remember. The grants that I can't remember if it was Costa Rica.
Yeah.
Gave farmers grants to plant, obviously trees that were...
Don't remember that bit, mate.
In the area
Must
before.
have been dreaming.
Do you know what? Fuck this podcast. And just fuck everyone involved.
Costa Rica.
That's it.
But yeah,
that bit, I could fly, and I was flying through Costa Rica, and then Batman came in, and
that'd be sick. Right, why do you dislike dogs?
No.
There you go.
Trying to get you on that.
I mean...
Hates dogs, sorry.
I sound like such an arsehole.
Here we go.
One of the reasons I prefer cats is one of the reasons you gave for why you prefer dogs. Like, if you had a long day,
yes,
you get home.
That's it. You prefer the animal to be depressed.
No, I just want to chill, but then you got like a dog all up in your space and that, jumping on you. Do you know what I mean?
It should be easy, but it's not.
We are fans of the sparkling water.
I find fans of sparkling water so rare.
But the thing is, well, I'm not like one of those new age, like you see people doing it now for the craze. You know what I mean?
We're not hipster sparklers.
Yeah, we've been sparkling since day one, mate.
Day one sparklers.
As soon as it came out.
James converted me to sparkle because I was proper anti. I was like, nah, you drink sparkling, like you're dead to me. Yeah. And James kept going on about it, and like, but we have a lot of fizzy drinks, and he was like, once you get into it,
you get baptized in sparkling water.
It's like having a fizzy drink, but it's healthy. Water. It's fine. It's water. And I was like, I'm not buying it. And I tried it, and it took me about a month to train my brain to be like, this is nice, because I hated drinking, and then one day I just clicked, and I was like, actually, really? And now I love it. I drink bottles of sparkling water every day.
Yeah, it does. Once you get used to it, it's like
once you're in, it's like a little club.
Well, it's so taboo. Like, this is it's a true story. I was in a co-op, and I got a meal deal, and I just got a bottle of water with it. Right, I got to the till. I shit you not, the girl at the till went, "Are you sure you got the right one? Because that's sparkling." I was like, "Oh fuck, thank you so much. That is the wrong one. I meant to get still." I was like, "Employee of the month right there." The fact that sparkling is so like, not liked in a general consensus, that a member of staff at a shop made sure I got the right one.
It's very niche. I feel like it's like up there with like flat earthers. It's on the same, like there's the same demographic.
Yeah. They do though, don't they? Let's face it.
I want to give an honourable mention to Lilt, because Lilt is the absolute...
I'm telling you, if there's a nice drink out there, they either own it or they've probably own a company that owns it.
That's why I say it's a really good market to get into.
They bought Costa for 3.9 billion.
Yeah, mate, honestly, they earn so much.
Fucking hell. Glacier, Smart Water, Fanta, they do own Dr. Pepper, Sprite...
And so McDonald's, you can only get Coke, can't you, in McDonald's?
Yeah.
So there's a deal there.
Yeah, Schweppes.
The Amsterdam version. Mate, they've got Kia Aura. I like Schweppes.
Mate, Schweppes Gordon. Are you Schweppes behind a bar? Schweppes. Gin and tonic. Is that Schweppes or
Schweppes, your dinner's ready.
I like Schweppes.
Yeah, I think that's the thing as well. It's probably like so fucking psychological, that sort of stuff, without a doubt. But yeah, overall, we've got a 3-1 on Dr. Pepper. So that's a Dr. Pepper victory. Ben, I'm kind of thinking out loud in the air that you're just going like, wow, Dr. Pepper victory. You know what I mean? Splash it on the screen. Right now. You'll see me right now. There's just a Dr. Pepper on my face. Right, my face is a Dr. Pepper right now. All right? Congratulations, Dr. Pepper.
I laugh.
Okay, so we'll do. We'll squeeze one in the middle of the Squeeze one in the middle of the
Where are these names coming from?
Squeeze one.
Why have you gone so Swedish?
If you tell your mum you don't like food, but they'll always keep trying to do it.
Yeah.
And I'd open it all up, put all the pastry to one side, and just eat the bit of meat that was in there.
See, I used to do the opposite. I used to eat the pastry, scrape all the shelf.
I don't like pastry. Weird, isn't it?
Do not?
Not a fan.
I love a pie. I just think they're amazing.
Yeah.
Like, my love for pie is just crazy.
Show the limits with you right now.
I can tell you brought a fucking pie in.
Oh, this is stuff that just means so much to me. Like, without this, there's no point in being here.
Okay, oh my
3,
fucking god.
2, 1, go.
You're doing it in one go.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, fuck
oh my god. Oh my god. That was a mistake. Oh my fucking god. What the fuck? No, don't tell me this isn't fucking hot.
Oh shit.
That's pretty hot.
Fuck, that's hot.
Oh, I just swallowed it. That's hot. That's fucking. That's seriously hot.
Yeah, go on then. Oh, fuck.
My gums! My gums hurt, man.
Oh, man. Oh, it's pretty nasty. Oh, my God.
I'm salivating like fuck. I'm crying. Ben, get a close up. I'm in pain. I'm in so much pain. That's no joke. Oh, fuck me. Can we...
Oh, mate, fuck. That is hot. That is hot.
That's so fucking hot.
Jesus.
Don't touch your eyes. Or your face. Oh, dude.
Oh.
I thought the fucking... the Watsits were hot.
It's getting worse for you, Chris.
No, it's getting worse. Oh, my tongue.
This is a journey. This is a journey.
Play some yogurt.
Oh, breathing out hurts so much. I can't want the...
Oh, fuck.
That was not a good idea.
This is not good at all. Shit. I'm not enjoying this.
It's not good.
It's not going.
I'm snotting everywhere. Oh, it's not too. It's not easing up. Oh, I'm in pain. It's like inescapable pain.
Oh, it's the laugh. Oh, man.
I'm a mess, man.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Oh, I want my tears burn.
Do you know what really makes this better? Dead man fingers rum. Jesus Christ. He's full on fucking gum.
Oh, man.
Is it easing up at all for you guys?
I think I slightly...
Yeah, I think I'm past the hill.
I think I'm...
Over the hill, rather.
You made me laugh when I have a fucking nose. I wasn't.
Oh, fuck.
I wasn't expecting it to be this bad.
It's worse when you laugh. Fuck.
I feel bad.
This is
Ben. Tissue, please. Get a tissue. I can't want that. Oh, mate. I bought that Colt 357. I'd neck the whole bottle over eating that. Oh my god. I'm in so much pain.
Where's the arrow?
Mate.
Where's the mint arrow?
No.
get a fucking mint arrow.
Oh, this is going to make for a sick clip.
There's a camera wobble.
I'm not in a good way.
I'm in a fucking bad
I feel
way.
like you get over the hill and then it comes back.
Mate, I'm waiting to get over that hill.
It is glorious once you go over that hill, but
Mate, it must be nice. Mate, this is bad.
That's making me feel
Let's blow my nose.
I'm so glad I did it all in one go as well.
Oh, shit, yeah. Right on my face. It fucking burns.
I've been very careful not to fucking do that.
I can't. Thanks, mate. This is so bad. Oh, I'm not scared. Ben, can you unravel that so I don't use any? Can you unravel it? Yeah, so I don't get any. I don't know how to.
Oh, don't use it. Don't use it.
Okay, it's simmering. It's simmering down. It's simmering down. It's simmering down. It's simmering down.
How's it going, Ben? You right?
That was stupid.
That is fucking...
Can I have another wipe, please? Before I fucking fade from existence.
That was stupid. Don't try this at home.
Not good.
Woo.
Not good at all.
Oh, you got yogurt? I'm alright, I'm good.
Oh,
Do you want some yogurt?
God.
I don't even know if he knows I'm talking to him, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
It's just an echo chamber.
Oh, mate.
I want the yogurt, but I know that the comments will... Oh, no. Mike's gone.
Well, no.
Mike broke.
We've got a mic down. We've got a mic down.
One mic down.
Hello, I'm back. There we go.
He's back.
Oh, thank God. I want the yogurt so bad, but I know the comments will bully me.
That's alright. I had kind of... Well, it wasn't really milkshake. It was more like strawberry flavoured water.
That's the hottest thing I've ever had.
That's a good cleanse.
I was in a bad place.
I'm in a fucking bad way.
Oh, we knew it was up.
Yeah.
I don't want to sound naive. I didn't think it was going to be that bad. Ben, dab your finger on that and put it on your tongue. Do it.
Oh, I tell you what, just rubbing this wipe on my neck and just.
Oh, mate, I didn't realise I had it on my hands and then I wiped it. Yeah,
I get a nice shot of me if I want to. That is fucking... Guys, if you're listening... Oh, I've got a stomachache now. Go over to the YouTube and watch that, please. For me, because I went through a lot of pain for that. We went through a lot of pain for that.
I think Dan's actually dying. Gasping for air.
That was a fucking... That was probably the worst experience of my life.
Yeah, that was... it's not fun. Imagine like... what's that thing? Like torture, and they just kept coming in and doing that every like hour.
Yeah.
That'll kill you.
What the fuck? Fuck me. I'm in a bad way, man.
To eat a packet of them, how much?
I couldn't. I don't think I could.
How long did you get?
I'll give up my family.
I don't think my body would.
It's just awful.
That was hard. That was so hard. Oh, I got such... Has anyone else got a really bad stomach ache?
It's not great.
Huh? Yeah, threw up a bit. That was pleasant.
Did you actually throw up?
A little bit.
Sick.
That was your
Literally.
fault. You made me laugh, and then it all like, went wrong. All my
I was just giving a plug.
Technically, you didn't really eat all of it, did you?
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lips on fire. Gums. My fucking gums, mate. Salivating like fuck. And all my my saliva's on fire. Oh, yeah. How did you guys find it?
I feel like...
It weren't pleasant.
I was like chewing on it, and then like I just started to see everyone's reaction, and I thought I'm just going to swallow it now because I don't want to.
That's what I did as well.
And then I don't know whether that's like going to be a long-term
damage. How close to buy?
Right here, mate.
Good old mum.
Jar of Marmite.
I fucking love Marmite.
Oh,
yeah.
I love Marmite.
sicko.
Do you not like
And
it?
Yeah,
Hate it.
I love it as well.
Hate it with a passion.
I love it.
I'd rather. Oh man, think something bad.
That bad, yeah.
Well, I've started to put it on crumpets.
Yeah.
Nice.
And that is fucking...
I like a crumpet, but get your Marmite away. It's Vegemite, isn't it, in Australia? I think they call it.
Yeah, it's just yeast extract in it. Beef yeast.
Yeah, oh, fuck.
Yeast.
I love Marmite.
Yeah,
I just love them as a brand as well. Like they're
like
just,
the brand.
I love
that they lean into it.
Yeah, and just like their, you know, like their just their little, what is it? The little fucking, what the fuck is that called? It's called
A jar.
a jar. Yeah.
I was like thinking,
everything was going through my head, like tin mascot even went through my head. I was like, yeah, their jar, like how
iconic it is.
It is so iconic.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just. I just
that
love
all
it.
that glass.
I think they've made it iconic. I think it's always just been. I mean, it's from like it's old, isn't it? 60s or something, 70s.
Something like that. But I like Marmite and cheese on in a sandwich.
You did kind of introduce me to that because I thought those two would just never go. But then I tried it. I was like,
oh, so you're all Marmite fans?
Yeah.
All three.
Ben's a no.
I was getting worried because they say you love it or hate it, and I was like, this is not a 50-50.
Yeah.
What's happening?
I respect it.
Really nice. Yeah, like a raclette. Yeah, that's my cheeses, and then we get to. Did I say cheese and chocolate goes together, or does it not go together?
I think
was that cheese and chocolate?
Cheesecake.
Chalk and cheese.
Chalk and cheese.
Chalk and cheese.
Cheese and chocolate. Goes together.
You two like cheese and chocolate.
Cheese.
That's going on a shirt.
He's got chalk.
Cheese and chocolate then.
Chocolate and cheese.
We've already done breakfast, Jimmy. What are you picking up a Twix for?
So I like a Twix for breakfast, mate. That's my go-to. If I ain't going in on if I ain't got enough time for to make cereal, then I just go for a Twix.
How much time are you taking to make cereal?
I mean, it's the whole.
If you're out the door,
It's messy. You get a little spoon and having to, it takes a long time. Twix, I'm gone, mate.
Yeah.
Picked it up.
And you're out the door.
Fuck this, I'm going for a Twix.
No.
Yeah, straight in on the Twix. But
Twix
I do
is
like
a
a Twix
great
in the morning.
Yeah.
You can't beat a Twix in
Cup
the
of
morning.
tea, bit.
Yeah, nice cup of tea and a Twix.
Do you ever, I don't know if you've done, you ever bite off one end, bite off the other?
With a Kit Kat, done it with a Kit Kat.
You can do it with a Twix.
Can
you?
Use it as a
Jesus.
straw, mate.
Oh my goodness.
Only the hardcore.
Yeah.
That would work well for it.
Give it
It's
a
quite
good
long,
shot.
isn't it, the extra? That would work well for
Oh, you've always got to go for an extra.
Might get a brew on.
Whoever's buying, normal size Twixes, you're fucking there's something wrong with you. You got to go for the. You got to go for the extra. I've always got to go for an extra.
Might get a brew on.
Whoever's buying, normal size Twixes, you're fucking something wrong with you. You got to go for the. You got to go for the extra. Whoever's buying, normal size Twixes, you're fucking something wrong with you. You gotta go for the. You gotta go for the extra.
No. Didn't Danny DeVito throw his helmet? No. Didn't Danny DeVito throw his helmet? Sorry, Danny DeVito. Didn't he grow his hair long a little bit? He's about 4'2".
Did he? I mean,
he's not exactly a fucking fashion statement. He's a cool guy, though. As well.
He's a legend, but
there is he grabbed. Fucking big wig.
I think we have to start with your glasses, mate. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, it's probably a good place.
Fair play for the audio listeners. I'm wearing.
He hasn't worn these either for like a subject that we can get started on.
Yeah, it's a fashion statement. It's what I was going for. I got clear frame glasses on.
See, I like clear frame glasses.
Thank you.
I'm like, I think they look cool.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, absolutely. Actually, it was funny when I came here to do the Mothman shoot. I noticed you, Jimmy, you were wearing a hat and you had a bit of longer hair at the time and yours was all flicking out of the back. And I was
pretty
like,
much you've copied me.
I was actually going for Jimmy's. Like, I took it too far.
Flick out for Neil.
Flick out for Neil.
That could mean many things.
Would you go for? And we all know your thoughts on fades.
Yeah.
Would you go for a longer look?
Problem is with my hair, it doesn't grow like yours. It grows into a mushroom.
Mushroom for Neil.
Mushroom for Neil. Afro for Neil.
Mine's like that though.
Skull cap.
Yours kind of flicks in, doesn't it? It kind of hugs onto the back of your head. It doesn't flick
Just
out.
trying to stay
It's
on.
like a helmet.
Desperately trying to stay on.
Desperately, Lozzie, you got the strongest hairline I've ever fucking seen.
You got thick.
He's got a fucking
thick hair in your
thick ruler across his forehead. Like, just pull that back. Just pull the corners back. See, it's just straight. There's nothing. That's incredible.
I would never do that live on a pod. Not with this. Not
So
with
distasteful.
Not with the M.
I reckon Lozzie would rock a skinhead, man. It would.
Jesus.
Wasn't there something from when you were at school? Didn't you rock up one day?
Yeah,
from like basically
number two
hair
all over.
Yeah, just fucking skull cap.
So I was like the first time I'd basically gone to the barbers on my own. Right.
Is this why? This is the truth. This is why he doesn't want to fade. He doesn't trust a professional hairdresser.
Professional. Yes, first of all, Mum drove me to the high street in Galston, right?
Yeah.
She dropped me off. She did some shopping. She went, go get your hair cut.
Right. How old were you at this point?
I can't.
Right.
Probably like high school.
Yeah, so what, about 13, 14, something like that? Right.
Like that.
Yeah.
And I could only vaguely remember, because I was like, I'd literally just go in there and my mum would tell him what to do.
Yeah, for sure.
And so I would never pay attention. So I'm like, shit, what do I normally have? What haircut do I normally have? Shit. I remember just sitting there going, I know there was the number 2 mentioned. So at some point there's going to be a number 2 going on.
That's fucking brilliant.
So I said, number 2, and he went, what, all over? And I just went, yeah. So I'm sat there going, fucking hell, this is quite short, this one, isn't it? It's quite a close cut. I'm normally left with a bit more on top. And he does like the whole thing where he's like, you know.
Oh, he shows you at the end.
Shows you, yeah. And I was like, yeah, that's great, mate. Cheers for that. Yeah. Fucked off out there quicker than I've ever fucked off anywhere else.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever, when he whips the mirror around the back? Because let's face it, no one's ever said, that's shit.
Yeah.
Shit. You always go,
great.
Amazing.
Yeah, wow.
Brilliant.
You're an
Absolutely
artist.
fantastic.
Like,
You're wasted.
I feel like they know that. I feel like that's
You've got to be able to feel it,
that's
sense
their
it.
bit where they get
it's like a joke.
No, they just get the mirror out, and that's their bit of like admiration that they get, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
You know, like
Never
when a
right.
football player scores and they celebrate, that's their one, like the mirror. They're
They like pan it around.
how many mirrors you done today? They're like, oh, fucking, we've got 5 in, mate. Buzzing.
You know they're like absolutely amped if they're like rotating it. And horizontal.
Or if they like sweep it across really quick, they know they've done a shit job.
yeah, just ignore that bit.
Yeah.
It's when they don't get them right.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. Did you slip?
Yeah, shit. Oh, sorry, I've only got the mirror facing you. Unfortunately, I got another one.
Fucking, I had
Spin you round.
I had a haircut from a very expensive establishment in Norwich. I won't name them because they other than this one bit, they've done amazing jobs. But it's one of them I used to like treat myself every now and then because they specialise in beards and shit. Anyway, I asked for. I'd been getting a fade. My hairdresser at the time was pregnant, so she took time off. And honestly, I have to say, I when I walked in that barber shop, I honestly felt like I was cheating on her. It was the loyalty I felt just going out the window. But then you got to do what you got to do when your hairdresser's off. But I just thought I've been getting fades. So I just went, oh yeah, mate, if I could get a skin fade on the back and the sides, and then just like whatever on top, a little bit, longer on top. And I didn't realise like the difference between a fade and a skin fade is a fucking razor blade.
Yeah.
And he, to be fair to him, he was on the back of my head for like 45 minutes. Like, what a perfectionist. Like, taking fucking ages. But I got a mole that just sticks out on the back of my neck, right? And next thing I know, he went, oh, Bearing in mind, this is like just above my shoulder blades, the back of my neck, but just above my shoulder blades, and I was used to fades at that point, so my hair wasn't very long. Fuck knows what he was doing down there. Yeah, lopped the top off. Fortunately, I was wearing a black shirt. But he was like, "Oh, mate, sorry, you're bleeding quite a bit. I nicked your mole there." Blah blah blah. And so I was bleeding everywhere. He got a bit of tissue, and that didn't knock anything off the price. I was like, "You've just assaulted me, and I'm bleeding out over here." Am I wrong? Because we were in a band together for a long time, and then
whoa! Hold on a minute. Oh, I knew this fucking podcast was going to get fucking good at, and that's it.
Be like, drop in 10 episodes in, and oh yeah, we were in a band.
Well, last week he was a DJ. Now he's in the band.
We were in two bands.
We were in two bands.
Yeah, I've worked at Tesco's. I was at Tesco's for a year, mate. Yeah, I had a little stint on the tills.
Tills.
They put me on the fucking trolleys once.
Fucking trolleys.
Yeah. Not a desirable job. No offense to anyone that's doing it. I respect the grind, but you know, I went there the other day, and it's like it's pissing down. It's cold. You know, I'm like, geez, this is not. It's not something I'd want to be doing right now.
I went and sat in my car.
Did you?
It's like the trolley madness out there, and I was just sat in my car, like
just watching the mayhem, just to
yeah. I was just like,
they'll sort it themselves.
Yeah, like I say, not that there's anything, but there is kind of, I don't know, there is kind of a stigma. I just didn't want to be the trolley wally.
Yeah. But it has to be said.
But like I say, anyone who's doing it, like I'm not. Yeah, I don't, because I've done it, and it's like fucking. It actually wasn't as bad, you know, walking around and being outside. It wasn't the worst thing.
I know what you mean.
But like when they first put me out there, I went and sat in my car for a bit because I was like,
you know, fuck this. Yeah. Someone that we've played football with before, Big Al.
Oh yeah.
He works for trolleys at Yarmouth Tesco. He makes a fucking killing in the Christmas and during the year as well. Christmas tips, and throughout the year he just collects all the quids.
Yeah,
and I think he's gone on holiday with it before. Like, there's a lot of money to be had in them pound coins.
Well, they don't do that at Tesco's. They do that's only at Asda. They do the.
Oh, is it free trolleys at Tesco?
I think it's free.
Yeah, changed it now.
Oh,
yeah. So Big
Al's done.
We didn't even get tips.
Man. I'm pretty sure he still works there, to be fair.
Does he still grinding away?
Yeah. Honestly, I would do trolleys, no problem, in the wind and rain. But you put me out there on a Saturday or like a Friday evening or Sunday.
Oh, it was busy.
Fuck that.
Really?
Yeah, trying to dodge some twat in a fucking micro.
Yeah.
Like, fuck
Did
off.
you work on the tills?
I worked on the tills. Well, I was what they called a multi-skiller. So I could go on the tills.
He was a multi-skiller?
Yeah. So
for the audio listeners, Jimmy is bowing down.
Yeah. Every Saturday when
I never quite got to the multi-skiller.
Every Saturday when it got like a little bit uncomfortable for like the 4 staff that were regularly on the actual tills.
They dragged you on.
Yeah, just be on the town all year.
Multi-skillers to the checkouts.
And that would be ingrained in my mind for like 4 years.
Oh, man.
And that was just like, all right, I'll fuck off and leave the shit I got to do to help some fucking scumbag and save money on fucking wages.
Because I used to work on the tills, and when it was busy, and then when you called in the multi-skillers, it was like Baywatch, like some people, and the multi-skillers come running down the aisle, and they jump on, and the fucking queues come down. But I think I would say I was probably one of the worst.
I went there once, and Mum was like, James is working there, so I went down there to get some shopping, and he was like, I grabbed it, and he was just like, scan one, put one through, scan one, put one through.
Because I just didn't get, I was the worst.
Cost me about 20 quid for about 400 quid's worth of stuff.
all the old people used to come in, and I used to think, because I used to think fucking Tesco's are robbing these fuckers, like, do you know what I mean?
Oh, is it?
So I would just do, even like the old people and that, I would just be like,
free item.
There was like a line once it went, if it went over the scanner and didn't scan, in my head it's gone. So if it didn't.
You're like the Robin Hood of Tesco.
Yeah, so I
literally.
I would just fucking put it through. If it scanned, it scanned. If it didn't, I couldn't give a fuck.
So I've looked at their profit margins there, mate.
That's what I mean.
We'll get on to
that.
We're now invested.
Spoilers. I remember though one Saturday morning, I'd been working there for a couple months, and it was like a Saturday morning. It wasn't too busy. It was like quite early, and was obviously like, I don't know, maybe 10 of us on the tills, but there was like a queue at mine. Like old people. They were like, if you go through him, he doesn't give a fuck. And they were like, people were like, can you come over here, sir? And they were like, oh no, my back. Like, just going through.
I was only 22.
Yeah, I was like the legend, mate.
We'll go and see Jimmy again today.
Yeah. But then this one woman, I remember once this one woman come back with her receipt, and she was like, you've undercharged me. And I was like,
it's on the house, love.
Yeah. No, I'm the manager.
She was like, no, it's we need to, and she put
one of
them. And then after that,
match up.
I was just like, fuck them.
You've ruined it.
Yeah, ruined it for everyone.
It's often the way, you know.
Yeah, but even like I used to get some of the vegetables and that come through, and I didn't know what the fuck they was. Like, I'll be honest with you, when I was like 19 or whatever, didn't know what an aubergine was. Yeah, and I'd get this fucking weird thing come through, and I always used to just put it through as a lemon. I always thought you're a lemon for not knowing this. Yeah. And then like I just kept thinking like Tesco's must have been like, we need loads of lemons, mate. They're doing so well. They're doing so well around here. They're just like go down the fruit bit and there's just loads of lemons high.
They're doing so well, but we're overstocked on lemons. They're not selling.
Yeah, but they are.
Well,
what others?
Where'd you go from Tesco?
Tesco's. I then went to a phone sales job, which.
Oh yeah.
And there's kind of a funny story about that led from Reading, because I took holiday specifically for Reading and Leeds Festival. Reading Festival, and. Immediately after Reading Festival, I was going to start a new job. So, yeah.
I know where this is going.
Right, so I'd left Tesco's, gone to Reading. Immediately after Reading Festival finishes, I'm going into a new job.
Yeah.
And I think it must have been I can't remember what day it was now. It must have been late on the Sunday.
Yeah.
It was like, I think it was 2016. It was literally sun every single
the whole
day.
weekend it was bacon.
Yeah, and I put some some sun. I don't know if it was sun cream or sun protection or
you got burned. You got burned, so I gave you after sun that had tan accelerant in it, fake tan.
You didn't tell me that. Right? You didn't tell me that it had a tanning agent in it. Right?
Brilliant.
So I just kept it on my hands and my body. So later on the Sunday, obviously. I look at my hands and I'm literally fucking orange.
Orange, man, like bright, vibrant orange hands. I was like, Lozzie, I'm so sorry.
I'm starting a new job tomorrow.
Donald Trump vibes.
Honestly, that killed me. That
definitely.
I was fucking smashed as well. And I just remember looking at your hands like, fuck me.
Did you start the job?
Yeah. I wore like the longest sleeves I could possibly find.
Was they all calling you Terry?
That is a joke they missed. To be fair, they could have taken to town on that one.
Yeah,
or Tango.
Or Tango. But yeah, I obviously I only stayed there for a couple of months, and that was one of the reasons. No, I'm joking. I just didn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was fucking such a horrible thought of me going, they're going to think I'm fucking weird because I've got orange hands and my face is just like normal colour.
They're going to think you fake tan. That's so funny.
But just going back to the power hungry thing just for a second, I remember when I worked at Hughes, which is like an electrical shop, there was one like trainee manager who had come in from another shop to do some cover because I think the trainee manager was on, he was doing cover for someone's holiday or something. And I admittedly had just come back from Rome. Like I'd just gone on holiday to Rome, and I thought it was fucking brilliant. Probably one of the best holidays I've ever had. And I was like really fucking depressed because I've got to come back to work and serve people who just like customers who are basically wankers, right?
Yeah.
So there's a few good customers, but to be honest, the majority of the customers that I've come across in my retail experience aren't that nice.
Yeah.
And don't really give a shit about you. But I admittedly was late coming in. I was probably about 5-10 minutes late.
Yeah.
I got there and the manager clearly wanted to state his authority. I was like, right, why are you late? I said the reason I was late. I was like, honestly, I thought I had petrol in the car. When I got home, I didn't. I needed to go and get petrol out before I come to work. That's the reason. There's no dishonesty in that. I just said that's the reason why I'm like 5-10 minutes late. And he said, "Oh well, we all have to get petrol in the cars, don't we?" I was like, "Yeah, we do." I'm not going to disagree with you there, mate. That is a solid point.
Yeah, that is how a car runs.
That is more or less like the tone I said. And then he just turned into a proper cunt. And he was like, man. "Right, well, now you've just cost us everyone being in the same meeting, because we had a morning meeting every morning." He said, "Right, we're going to have the meeting after work, and everyone else is going to have to stay behind because of you." No. And I said,
"What the fuck?"
And I said to him, "No. If you want to keep me behind for like 5-10 minutes, feel free. Probably be a bit of a shit meeting, but feel free." Yeah. Everyone else is going to go at 5 o'clock. And he went, "No, everyone else is going to stay here."
Oh no!
This is a trainee manager
that's
covering
army tactics.
someone.
That is. That's what the army like.
Well, punish everyone else. Yeah.
I'd have been like, "I can't because I ain't got no petrol in my car. I'm actually gonna have to leave 5 minutes early." So
go get petrol. And you should have gone. Not everyone, mate. There's some electric cars out there. So wind your neck in.
We got a job. I got a job in a hospital as like a hospital porter.
Yeah.
And it's similar to like your thing when you were starting your new job. So I went there, got the job. The woman was really lovely. She was like, "Yeah, I really want you to start in the hospital." And then the night before I started, my hair was a bit fucking all over the place. So I was like, I need to like get my hair cut. But obviously in Australia, like we didn't have me and Dan had no money. And like to get your hair cut was like $40 or something. And I was like, "Fuck it, we'll just do it ourselves."
Yeah.
Well, I said I'll do it myself.
Yeah.
And I borrowed this like Italian guy's clippers who was like living with us, and I was like, "Do you know what? I'm just gonna go for like a little fade up the side." So I like put it down to like a number 1, and I was like coming up, and it was like an adjustable clipper where like when you adjust it, you can put it to a number 5 or a number 1 or whatever. Yeah. And as I was coming up, like I'd put that much pressure on the side of my head that it clicked down and just went up and just took a massive chunk out of my fucking hair. So and it was like all the way up. So I was like, and for ages I was like trying to sort it out, and I was like, I'm starting my new job tomorrow. Like, what am I gonna do? So I thought, fuck it, it's all gonna have to come off. Like, I'm gonna have to. So like, literally shaved most of it off, but the clippers ran out of battery halfway through on the back. And then like Dan come in, I was like, "Bro, you're gonna have to fucking help me out." And he was like cutting. So I had this fucking terrible haircut on my first day, and I went into the lady who gave me the job, and like she literally didn't recognize me.
Really?
She was like, "You're right," and I was like, "Yeah, I'm here to start the job." And she was like, "I don't think I recognise, like, who are you?" and all this stuff. And then like I was like, "It's James." And she's like, "Oh my god, I didn't recognise you."
Yeah.
And like I just looked like a fucking absolute...
Did you tell her why your hair, or did you just pass it off?
I mean, she was just wanted to get me into this new role, but I just had this fucking crazy haircut at this hospital in Australia. Yeah. And I was just like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, do you know what I mean?
So funny. I got a job there as well. At one point.
That's what I mean. So I got Dan a job in there. But like I say, at this point, we were broke. We had no money. So like, I was literally like nicking fucking biscuits and shit from the hospital to take home, because we had to wait like a month until we got paid.
We had no food. We were blagging rent with this. There's a woman called Jenny, and we called it Jenny dodging. So like, she wanted her rent, and we were living in the house, and like, so we just kept avoiding her, because the house, you could go in and out different places, and we'd come back late, and we were like, if we can just hold on about 3 weeks, like we can give her some money. We just called it J dodging.
So
we did pay her, to be fair.
Yeah. But it's like, I remember once I like took these just fucking plate of really nice biscuits, and I was like, they're going to be perfect for me and Dan. I'm going to take them back home. So I like took these biscuits home, and then like I got in the next day, and there was like fucking commotion going on. They were like, the diabetes people haven't got their biscuits.
Oh my!
They were like these special diabetes biscuits, and I was like, I nicked them, and me and Dan were like fucking dipping them in our tea.
They were good with a cup of tea.
But it was literally like, because Dan worked in like a different department. So
I was a porter.
I would have to like steal biscuits, and then when we would like meet in the hallway, I'd have to like pass them to him to like sneak them out.
We'd go past I'd have someone in a wheelchair, and I'd be going past, and Jimmy would come the other way, and he'd be like, fucking pack of bourbons there, mate. Like, sweet one.
I mean, how we got a job in there, though, I don't know. Like, literally, I remember once, like, Dan had this guy in a wheelchair, and like, I went past him, and I was like, hey, what's happening, bro? Like, we like sort of went past each other, and then like I look back, and Dan's looking back at me like, weird. He's like, this guy, he's like wheeling this guy into like the wall because he's looking back at me. He's like fucking smashing this guy's leg until he's like, oh, sorry, mate.
One guy with a broken leg, like, straight for the door.
Oh man,
We were just like, I don't know how we got the job.
It's really weird. I always like, being a porter, you go and collect them, you got to take them to like radiotherapy, wherever they got to go. So you go, and it's awkward.
just straighten I think you're put to the side a little bit.
Yeah. So
New arm, Dan.
Yeah, sometimes it'd be awkward, and I'd always just be like, "Oh, what are you in for?"
Yeah.
And then what are you in for? Like break the ice, chat, and then but sometimes you'd be like, terminal. It's like for terminal. So I ain't got any. All right, and then but usually everyone was sound. You'd be like chatting, and I used to have to deliver the papers to different rooms, and you go around, you're like paper, and like. I knocked on this one woman's door. I was like, paper? She's like, no, love, you're right. I'm blind. So she must have done that every day.
Yeah,
she was legit blind, but
yeah.
I think I took the papers round once and literally knocked on the same woman's door. Mate, she's like, I've already told you, I was fucking blind.
Fucking little shit.
That's my brother. Fucking hell. How am I supposed to know it's your fucking brother? I'm blind. Sorry, love.
Fair point.
She had banter.
The hospital was, in fact, I'll tell you, so when we worked at the hospital, there was like a freaks storm in Australia, and it was like this really big hail storm.
Yeah.
And it basically blocked up all the gutters, and then they had like heavy rain,
didn't it?
and literally like
fucked
it was the most mental day's work I've ever done. And it was like, because me and Dan were like the porters, we were like first call to like, and
I was moving people on life support machines. They were like, you've got to get them to
the hospital was flooding, mate. Like there was this one corridor. I come down, looked out this corridor, and there was it was like a river just coming down this corridor.
I had to clean that.
I see Dan like running down the fucking corridor with like someone on a fucking bed, like, and I was just like, what the fuck's going on?
Mate, they were like, they lost electricity in the fucking life support unit, and they got all these guys like fucking wheeled up, and they got all these machines coming in, like, we gotta move them quick. And there's hailstones coming through, and so we sorted all them. And the funny thing was, I had this old fucking, is your old car? This old like beat up car, and I don't know why, but we always used to park outside. And that day, I'd gone in the car park and just parked under a roof bit. And obviously it's hospital, so like loads of doctors, tons of money, like some proper nice cars there. Yeah. Mate, there's freak hailstorm in Australia. Like they were coming down, they were like that big. Yeah. And so when we finished,
you couldn't be out. Like it actually killed some people.
Yeah,
when it hit them, it was like rocks.
Yeah.
But we were just at one point. I went up. I don't know if you were with me. We were stood outside, watching the car park, and these BMWs, Porsches, they were getting smashed up, mate, through the windows. And then our car was just parked totally safe. It was worth about $1,000.
Yeah.
And there's cars worth like $100,000. Like
smashed
just getting obliterated, and we were just like, it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
It was honestly just it was the craziest like couple, because we had to like do all the cleanup and everything, and like they had like underground tunnels where they would like, obviously if someone passed away, it was like they would
down to the morgue,
move them. It would all go underground.
Cool, that's fucking.
I spent weeks, like it was full up like a river. I spent weeks down there with a fucking, like, first of all with a hose draining out, and then this machine that would suck it all up.
He was like Gollum down. I would like go down.
I was like, I don't know how I can do this.
Yeah. Oh man, was it scary?
Mate, it's fucking horrible.
Yeah, it's like pitch black, these underground.
Dark. I'll be down there in this little machine sucking up water.
Yeah. I went down there, and just Dan's down there like, it's like.
But, I mean, we were getting all right money, so I was like, fuck it.
Yeah.
It was creepy though, because like you would some days, because it was quicker to go down the bottom bit than walk through all the hospital. So like you'd say if you had to go and collect something, you'd go down your own. But like there's times when you go down there and like there'd be like a nurse coming the other way, and she'd be like, oh hey, and then you go past and you're like, you check back just to make sure that or something like that, because you just don't fucking know.
If anyone's gonna be
any weird people down there you didn't recognise, you're like, fucking hell, shit myself.
Yeah, in the 18th
I fucking hate
century
those
uniform.
tunnels. After like literally after about 4 weeks sending me down there, I was like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done sucking up your water.
Yeah, I can't even remember how I ended up leaving that job, or what job we went to.
Yeah, I think so many jobs.
when I handed my notice in, I had 1 week left, so I felt immortal. And so basically, in Pets at Home, or the one I worked at, you walk in and there's 4 tills in a square, right? 4 tills in a square. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you have to. As in a till number. It's important
just for the audio listeners.
No, don't know what 4 is. No,
there's 4 tills.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1 to 4. No, it's important.
I hope he doesn't tell us how many fish tanks there are. Be a long episode. There's 100 fish tanks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, because it's pivotal.
Do you know how many fish there was? Oh, fuck this, I'm going on.
No.
They didn't have different species, they all had different numbers.
It's pivotal to the story. It's crucial to the story.
I wondered why the barcodes on the back are so long.
Oh,
fuck me.
It's pivotal to the story, right?
My last
I was on till
I brought me Dex in. Who let the dogs out?
So I'm on till 1, right?
Out of 4.
Out of 4. And there's a bit of a queue. But bear in mind, you know, so it is important, right? So on the left-hand side, you got 1 and 2. On the right-hand side, you got 3 and 4, right? Now, I'm at number 1. So if you're looking at this square, yeah, I'm top left, right? This woman is in a queue at number 4, so that's bottom right, yeah? If you can visualize that. So I'm top left, she's bottom right. But it is literally, no joke, fuck me, if it's 8 steps to get to my till, right? I've gone on to relieve the pressure, and I'll go, right, I'll look at her and I go, oh, do you want to come round to this till? And she fucking gives the biggest sigh, as if it's such an effort to walk around, right? So I just go, cool, like I said, genuinely didn't give a fuck at this point, sack me, I'm out of here in a week. I was like, cool, it must be really hard to walk 6 steps. And then she was like, how dare you say? And then she was fucking horrible to me on the till. Don't know why. And she was like, she was very rude. She was rude anyway. She was being rude to my colleague, which is why when I knew to ask her around, she was going to be a bitch. Anyway, she come round and was rude to me. And then I was giving it back a bit as well, because again, didn't give a fuck. And as she was walking out the door, she was like, you are so rude. And I just went, no, you are rude. My manager come over, not James, this other one. Oh, she was like training to be a manager. She was like training. She was like, please, right, you're out of here in a week. I understand you don't want to be here. Just don't make my life hard. And I was like, okay, I'm sorry. But I just thought, you know what? After a year of taking shit from customers, I was like, not today, bitch. I've asked you to walk 6 steps. 6 steps so I can serve you faster than my colleague. I'm doing you a solid here, and you're going to be like that. And I think that's a problem. I think they say the customer is always right. But it's you're really not.
Yeah,
you're really not. All I would say to anyone is work in retail for a bit. Just for a little while. Yeah, it doesn't have to be your future or your career path or anything like that. Just to understand. Work in retail over Christmas.
Yeah.
And you will be a better person.
I think I had about 30 or 40 jobs in Australia.
Yeah, I did have a lot of jobs.
Fucking hell.
Well, I think I've had between 70 and 100 jobs.
Because we used to, in Australia, me and Dan always used to like, you just lie. You just be like, because you just try and get any work.
Yeah, blag anything.
And you could always just be like, it's different back in England. You know, like. Yeah. But as soon as you start it, if you don't know how to do something, you'd be like, oh, can you just go over that?
Oh, right, yeah. That's not how we do it.
I did like a forklift one, and it was like fucking, I didn't realise the wheels turned on the back of a forklift. And I was like, they turn on the front in England.
Mate, anyone, we'd go to jobs, I'd always say yes to everything.
Yeah.
And no matter what they asked me, I'd be like, can you do this? Yep. And it got me in some trouble sometimes.
Really?
Well, I was so Dan went for an interview once, and I drove there, and Dan was like, "I can just take me to this interview quick." So I drove there, and then I just see Dan go into this building, and then he comes out, and then there's this big fucking, I don't know what it's like, a telehandler or a,
It's got,
I think it's called a telehandler. It's like this big fucking
big machine.
And I'm like, the guy's walking over to this machine. I'm like, what the fuck's he doing there? And then like the guy opens the door, and then like Dan gets in it. I'm like, what the fuck is he? What the fuck is he doing on this fucking? Literally like that.
Yeah.
And then I'm like. And then Dan starts up this fucking, and I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? Like,
So we'll get.
I know he doesn't.
How many tons is that? Does that have interest? That machine.
So we'll put it up on YouTube. I'd never drove one of these in my life. Like I've drove a few bits of machinery in the army and stuff, and like this, never had a clue. But obviously, I wanted the job.
So that's so that's 12 tons, isn't it?
Yeah.
12,000. Yeah. Just for. So basically, it's weird because I was talking to my dad yesterday, who's been a builder his whole life. He is qualified to drive up to 10 tons. So you were driving something that specialist builders could only drive.
Oh, I jumped in, mate. But I've got one story. I'll tell you my story, mate.
I was sitting there watching, like in the car, like just watching this fucking beautiful fucking thing go in front of me, and it's like, and then Dan's just in it starting, and I know he doesn't know how to fucking to drive it, and he's going, starts up this machine, and then like the fucking thing like flies, you know what I mean? The front boom the boom flies up. And then it like flies back down, and the guy's like, "You all right, mate?" And Dan's like, "Yeah, like no worries." And then like he like scoops in these fucking
these big tub of sand
pallet,
to get in a hopper.
And then he's like fucking, and it's going all over the place, and he fucking flings it into this thing.
I got it in.
And I was just like, and then he went back out, and then you come in the car, and he was like,
luckily,
and he was like, I'll start on Monday.
Luckily, because he was like, can you use it? And I was like, yeah. He's like, you used one before? I was like, yeah, I've used cranes before, but I've never used one of them. And I was like, fuck it, I'll work it out.
Lego.
I'd made some Lego, and I looked at the thing. I had a little go, obviously a little bit ropey to start with, but managed to pick it up, and then I didn't actually. It was a big chunk of sand to get in this thing. It's a brick factory, and I managed to get enough sand in, and he was like, "Well, you've got the job, but you're not going to be doing that. We're just going to get you." I was on the conveyor belt, fucking pressing the button for bricks, which it was quite funny. Like really good money in Australia, but I just stood going all day, like palleting these bricks up. But,
similar to Jordan's DJ job.
But 12 tons behind you.
Yeah, it's a quick one. I'll list my jobs quickly, and I'll list a funny thing that happened in Australia. With me saying yes, because I will always say yes. Yeah, I've just got a thing in me like, can you do it? Yep. Eat like that. I've never done it in my life, but I'll just jump in, say it, and I'll work it out. Or sometimes not. Obviously the army. I did the army 5 years. That was my first job. Bar work, insurance, security, the brick factory, hospital, which we covered, customer service, waiter, fruit picker, tractor driver, green flag for a month or two.
Oh, that was the fucking funniest thing ever. So
that's like AA, isn't it? Like
because Dan was like, "Oh, got a new job," and I was like, "Oh, what are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, green flag," and I was like, "Oh, like what, customer service?" And he's like, "No, I'm one of the one of the mechanics."
I'm a roadside engineer.
Yeah. And he literally like came home the next day with one of the green flag fucking trucks that go out. And
I did a week training actually. Yeah,
and I was like, "You don't know what the fuck you're doing." And he was like, "Fuck it."
Yeah, how the fuck did you swing that?
So obviously in the army I was a mechanic for a week.
Yeah.
But I'm a mechanic. No.
You were a mechanic for a week.
For 5 years in the army, but in the army, like, you're not a mechanic. You're fucking.
It's like Land Rovers.
You're a fitter. Yeah. But so they were like mechanical experience. Like, mechanic 5 years. So she's like, right, we're going to do a series of questions. Going to go over and test your knowledge on mechanics. And I know fuck all about mechanics. So like, but I just got my laptop up with Google. And she was like, did it? And I'd be Googling it as she asking it and saying. So I got 10 out of 10. Got all that stuff. So then I went down and I was like, right, went down. And I'm like, fucking, I'm in the deep end here. Like, there's all these guys, there's 4 guys on the course, and I made friends with one of the lads who was a full-on mechanic, and so we're doing all our tests and stuff, and I'd ask him, and he'd tell me all the stuff, and he's like, I'm a bit worried about this. I'm like, fucking hell, mate, I know fuck all. But, I managed to blag it, so after a week, and then you got your van, and then you go out, and honestly, going out my first.
That's what I mean. Imagine your first.
My first one, I was shitting myself, but generally with it, it's a lot of like batteries going dead and like tire changes. It's quite like a lot of easy jobs. So the main thing was batteries, to be honest, like change a battery. And anything got stuck on, what I would do, I would get under the car with my phone and I would Google it.
No,
and then another little trick is so like they give you this fucking little machine with all these fucking codes. I don't know, I have no clue what the codes are, but you plug it in, and every car has got a different place where you plug it in, and it tells you some analysis bullshit.
Probably quite important.
That's a scientific
reset.
But like, I didn't know what the shit meant, but I knew
USB slot.
when I turned up, and I was like, right, I'd be like, give me 2 minutes, I'm just gonna, and I'd Google where it is in the car, like say whatever car it is, I'd find out where it is. Usually it'd be like by the handbrake, you pull something up, and you plug it in, and I plugged that in. And they were always like, "Oh, okay, so this guy knows what he's doing. He's fucking plugged the machine in." And then I'd go under the car. I remember once, like, I couldn't get this car to start because usually it's a battery. You get it started. You get a few things where you have to get a truck out. And they sent this guy to help me. And he come along and he was like, "Oh, it's a Citroen fucking so-and-so. It's usually a starter motor or something." And he jumped under, he did a knock with a hammer, and it started. And he's like, always on these cars, it happens. Like and then a couple of weeks later, I got one of those cars, and I was like, I don't know what he hit. I think it's a starter motor. It's like, but I know he hit something and got the car starting, so it broke down. So I got under there, and I was just under that. I hit everything with a hammer. I was under there for about 10, and then it fucking started.
That's amazing.
I didn't like to say.
How long were you doing that for?
I did that for about 2 months, and they loved me. Like I got 8 out of 10 on recovery, because most of the time it's just battery.
Yeah.
And anything that wasn't battery, I just report it and send you just send a truck over.
Yeah.
And they come and collect it. But like that bit in between, that 20%, you should probably be fixing like 10% of it. So I knew it was never gonna last really. But
most jobs that me and you've had are always around 2 months, so aren't they? Like we've never never
bar
really...
the army,
black all the time.
Yeah. So they operate in like pure darkness. The whole ecosystem of life operates like with no sunlight at all.
That's
Never
insane,
see
isn't
sunlight.
it?
Yeah.
Imagine that you're an octopus and like you've got your bird and like you think she's well fit, and then like some geezer comes down in one of those little fucking things. Yeah, I've never seen her. Shines a light on her and she's fucking awful, mate. It's just like,
That's none of it.
You're
that's
like
starfish.
1,000 pounds.
you know when the lights come on in the nightclub at the end. You're like,
Fucking hell.
Thank fuck the humans. I was about to put a ring on that. Fuck
You see the octopus they
up.
saw and the starfish. They don't have eyes. No, you don't need eyes.
Yeah.
It's
Just by feel.
Just need
Anytime
eyes
they
evolved
feel something.
as we got higher. I thought the main thing for me is interesting is like that's where life started.
Yeah.
So all like that's where we come from. Those parts.
Yeah.
That we've evolved from that. I find that really interesting. And also delving into the space thing, that if there's a planet up there with water and a hot core, it will be teeming with life as well.
Without a doubt. And I was looking, to be fair, now you've mentioned the space thing, I was looking at some of them things and I was like,
They look alien.
They look alien as fuck, man. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if there was just a meteor came down with some like bacteria on it, and that's how it all fucking started. Because they look fucking alien as fuck, some of them things.
But so weird, isn't it? So, like, obviously that hasn't changed in 250 minutes. Like, it's just so strange to think that we fucking evolved from that. There's some little
phenomenal, isn't
little bits come up, and there's nothing outside of the water.
imagine if some aliens did, because the water's the Earth's pretty much made up of water.
Like
so if
85%.
aliens did come down, imagine they went straight into the ocean and they were like, "Fuck that." They're fucking weird. We went all the way to the bottom, and then
tried talking with them. No sense. Leave them alone.
Yeah.
Give him a couple hundred.
Can't even see who you're talking to.
Yeah. So dark.
They haven't even got eyes.
They're just like fucking hell. So don't bother.
50 fucking arms. Fuck that off.
We won't
need that many.
Yeah, we won't
Too
invade
many
that
arms.
place. We won't invade that place.
I wonder if because
Let's go back up to the top when there's two armed people.
He bitch slapped me and I still ain't recovered, boys.
I think an octopus has a brain per arm. So if that thing, I wonder how many fucking brains that thing's got. Yeah.
50.
An octopus has got like
An absolute monster in a pub quiz.
50 brains. Yeah. The aliens will probably take him.
Yeah. probably is the alien.
Imagine having to probe that. Fuck me.
Imagine having 50 brains.
That is an alien doing recon down at the bottom of the Antarctic.
Yeah.
But imagine if that thing became like fucking sentient, grew some like proper legs, walked on shore and started fucking us up. Do you know what I mean? That's my fear.
With his 50 brains.
Yeah, 50 brains.
And he just lay there, didn't he, with his arms, just catching
just
shit.
fucking catching
Like,
krill.
what a life.
Be good at cricket.
Yeah. Oh, mate,
How's that?
You'd want him at backstop, wouldn't you? Fucking hell. Oh, they got the Death Star at backstop again. Fucking hell. Yeah, no, that was brilliant. That really was. And had a little bit of Attenborough to it, do you know what I mean? You're watching the watch along.
Do you reckon that's the next? You know that geezer who's in that? Do you reckon he's the next Attenborough?
Quite possibly.
No.
I think it's BBC, isn't he?
I've
recognised him.
He made a couple of faces during that where I was like, okay, he's not. He ain't got the same demeanour.
He ain't got the tone, has he?
I don't know when he come out the water and he was smiling. That was a good smile.
Yeah, but that would be me though, because I'd be relieved to be alive.
Mate, you'd be jumping with joy as that pod came up.
Fucking hell!
But I think there are more. There are more.
Okay, he's so happy.
That is a kid who's seen McDonald's in it in the car.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Fucking hell!
Got his burgers on.
That's mad. Represented. Yeah. Nah, bless him.
I'll never let go, Jack.
He's like he's like the cutest 50-year-old man I've ever seen in my life.
Mate, you know he just loves krill.
Yeah.
He's just like he's got pet krill at home.
Big starfish fan. All right, guys.
Thank you.
We better kill it here, otherwise we're going to be here another hour. So we'll see you very soon. Thank you for joining us. Check out all the socials, guys. We've got some juicy designs going to allegedly, possibly, maybe.co.uk as well. So keep an eye on that. The thing is, that's a direct link to all the podcasts and all the platforms as well. So it's just a good place to have bookmarked. Do you know what I mean? Might have the odd new design go up there every now and then. So yes, follow us on all socials, both us personally and the APMA. It's all APMA Podcast on all the other socials like Instagram and that. We'll see you very soon, guys. Up the APMA. See you later.